Well, good evening and welcome to Greenbrier. I'm JB Brazil. Alongside me, the infamous Sean Mathis. Sean, how you doing?
So you know that you've made it to the bottom of the barrel. If I'm up here and I'm having to do something, you know that I am the last person. I am the last resort. We got all kinds of people out, and so it is me and JB.
Well, you know, when you say that, Townie, you say it's by default, but honestly, you're quite good. And when you started this whole thing, I think it's obvious to everybody that you have a lot of talent in it, a heart for it, and so that's why you're good at it. So I don't think it's completely for that reason.
Yeah.
However, we want to welcome you inside of the PAF. Quickly before we head to a break and have the starting lineups in the national anthem, Hot Springs Lakeside coming into tonight. They are 5-2 heading into the matchup, and Our Lady Panthers are 7-0, Sean. They've looked really impressive all year.
They have really played well, and too, this group of young ladies, they've played together a long time, especially that junior class, and you mix in, a couple of the seniors this year in the sophomore class, and they just know how to play with each other. They just have that chemistry with each other, and just last year it just never did seem to gel right, but this year, man, they are playing great.
No question about it. We're about 2 minutes and 12 seconds away from the starting lineups in the national anthem, so we're going to hit a break, and when we come back, we'll have basketball. Stay with us.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, we are back, and we are just about set for the starting lineup, so we're going to take it down to the court for that.
Lineups for Hot Springs Lakeside Lady Rams. Starters, number 21, Erica Bittinger. Number 33, Ronnie Formby. Number 35, Adachi Igbakti. And number 15, Sarah Porter. And number 4, Maddie Davenport. And now the starters for the Greenbrier Lady Panthers. Number 1, Kylie Griffin. Number 3, Ashton Hopper. Number 11, Riley Myatt. 23, Emma Ring. And number 44, Alex Newland. The managers, Thea Webb, Caitlin Garrett, Reese Myatt. Assistant coach Brad Banks and the head coach Peyton Edmondson.
Well, we were back and just about set for the opening tip, Sean. The starting lineups quickly for our Lady Panthers, as you just heard. Kylie Griffin, Riley Myatt, Ashton Hopper, Emma Ream, and Alex Newland. And for Lakeside, it'll be Davenport, Porter, Bittinger, Formby, and Ibakati. And Adachi Ibakati will jump center for the Lady Rams. Alex Newland will jump center for our Lady Panthers. The ref is near midcourt. And she's just about set to throw it in the air for the opening tip. Here we go. The ball's in the air. Opening tip's going to be won by Ibakati and the Lady Rams. And Hot Springs will have the opening possession. That's Bittinger with it. She hands it off over to Formby. Top of the key. Hands it over now to Davenport. Free throw line out it goes. Ibakati. To Porter. Jump stop. Gives it back up top of the key now to Formby. Over it goes to Bittinger. Looking to drive. Greenbrier starting out in a man-to-man. Down low. Feed. No good. Shots partially blocked, but Formby gets the rebound and puts it back up and in. Lakeside's up 2-0 to start. Emma Ream on the other end for our Lady Panthers. Gives it over to Riley Myatt, top of the key. Hopper now right wing, begins to drive, hands it off Ream, top of the key. Crossover dribble, kicks it over to Hopper. She drives, baseline, bounce pass, but she traveled first, and that's a turnover.
Yeah, Hopper there had a good look at the basket. You'd really like for her to stop and take that 10-footer right there on the baseline.
That's right. Had an open look and just threw it away. And Lakeside has the basketball now in the half court. They get it over to Formby, trying to lob down low. It goes to Porter, back out to Davenport, and they'll start over. Formby to Ibakati. Over now it goes to Porter. Davenport with it, but there's going to be a foul, an offensive foul.
There we go.
Not sure who the foul was on. Looks like on Bittinger. That's the first foul on Bittinger. And Greenbrier gets the basketball back. 2-0 our score with 6:50 to play in the first quarter. Lakeside's up 2-0, and Kylie Griffin with the basketball hands it to Myatt, to Hopper. Now it goes to Ream, free throw line. She'll have to bring it back out. Tries to lob it, Myatt driving the lane, and she's fouled by Ibakati. She'll go to the line.
Yeah, too, they were running that offense where they were at the top of the key, and they just kept handing the ball off. Well, really, the defense really doesn't have to move there. Really, do it a couple times, then really try to get penetration into the defense and make the defense work a little bit.
Right. And they bid on that one, too, yeah. Myatt will be at the line for 2 free throws. The foul was on Ibakati. That's her first. Myatt from the charity stripe misses the first free throw. She'll have one more. Trying to get Greenbrier on the board with 6:37 to play in the first quarter. Second free throw up from Myatt, and it's good. 2-1 our score as Lakeside will bring it up in the half court. That's Bittinger with the basketball. Erica Bittinger for the Rams. She gives it over to Porter, left wing. Lob out high, it goes to Davenport. Emma Ream's out on her. Now it goes to Formby. Back up top to Davenport, over to Bittinger. Right corner beginning to drive. Gets a screen from Ibakati, picks up her dribble. She gives it over to Formby. Lakeside trying to set something up. Another offensive foul. It's on Davenport. And I'll tell you, Sean, Lakeside's in early foul trouble. They got 3 right out the gate.
Yeah, we'll have to see where that goes from here. But, too, really, if you're Lakeside, you got to understand what the referees are calling and start to make those changes now.
That's right. That's a second offensive foul on the Lady Rams. Riley Myatt with the basketball on the other end. Greenbrier's down 2-1 with 5:57 to play in the first quarter. She hands it out high to Emma Ream. Lakeside's playing in a 2-3 zone. They kick it out Myatt right corner. Ball fake, dribble drive, and she's blocked, and the Lakeside Lady Rams are coming out of there with it. Erica Bittinger, lead court pass, it goes to Porter. She backs her way in. Little floater, overshot everything. Gets her own board, though. Puts it back up, no good. And Newland with the rebound and another. That's an over-the-back foul on Porter. That's the fourth foul for Lakeside, and they're in trouble once more.
Yeah, and two, I mean, right there, I mean, as a coach, that is one, foul that you do not want to see, that over-the-back call underneath the basket.
That's right. Timeout on the court, and we'll take the timeout with them. 5:33 to play in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Graham Brothers.
And out of the timeout, Kylie Griffin will bring it up the court. Greenbrier's down 2-1, but they're looking to push quick in the half court. Now Ream picks up her dribble. Lost the defender. Hopper gives it back to Ream, top of the key. They give it over to Griffin, right wing. Emma Ream, right wing three. No good, and it looks like there might be a jump ball on the rebound. Davenport had the rebound, but Myatt forced a jump ball, tied her up. And the possession arrow points to Greenbrier. They'll maintain possession, down 2-1 with 5:11 to play in the first quarter. Kylie Griffin, bounce pass on the low block. Emma Ream, and she puts it in.
Good job by Emma there.
Found an open lane, and there was a nice feed in there, too. Good finish. Greenbrier's up by 1 with 4:57 to play in the first quarter. Formby gives it over to Bittinger. Back it goes to Formby, top of the key. Bittinger with the basketball, right wing. Griffin's out on her. Tries to spin her way through. Little floater off the glass, and Bittinger finishes.
Yep, high off the glass. Looked like it was going to be a little strong and just happened to drop in.
That was a nice finish there from Bittinger. So Lakeside's back up by 1 with 4:28 to play in the first quarter. Kylie Griffin on the other end for Our Lady Panthers. Hands it off to Ream. Drives through the lane. A no call there. Might have got away with one. And Bittinger comes out of there with it for the Rams.
Yeah, Emma tried to drive in, just kind of ran into a brick wall.
A little out of control, perhaps. It looks like Pollock's in the game for the Rams. Hopper with a steal on this end. She drives all the way to the other end and lays it in.
Great job by Ashton Hopper filling in and starting this game.
That's right. She's in for Betts, yeah. She earned the start, and she's proven it.
I was about to say, too, I was looking over there. I don't see Betts over there, so.
Yeah, I don't see her. Oh, actually, she's at the scores table. She's about to check in.
Oh, okay.
Pollock, top of the key for the Rams. No good. Battle for the board. That's going to be another. Oh,
no,
sorry.
Stay here. Yeah, they're going to get Greenbrier with that one. That's why she was hard to find.
That's right.
At the scorers table.
She was hiding out. That was on Kylie Griffin, and Michaela Betts will check into the game now for our Lady Panthers. Hopper will take a seat. Davenport will take a seat for the Lady Rams, and Kennedy Brock will come into the game. A baseline inbounds for Bittinger. Trying to find it, and that's 5 seconds. That's a turnover.
Oh, wow.
So Greenbrier forcing another turnover with 3:30 to play in the first quarter, and Kylie Griffin will bring it up into the front court. Greenbrier's up by 1. Griffin will hand it off to Michaela Betts, who's entered the game. She pulls up three right away. No good. Rebound chased down by Brock. She'll hand it off to Bittinger, and the Lakeside Lady Rams will have the possession down by 1 here with 3:07 to play in the first quarter. Bittinger picks up her dribble left wing. She'll have to hand it off. Gives it to Kennedy Brock. Reams out on her. Brock, free throw line, picks up her dribble, gives it over to Formby. Over in the corner now, it goes to Porter. She picks up her dribble, tries to lob it down for Formby. Nice feed, and she lays it up and in. Formby's got 4 for the Rams, and they retake the lead. It's 6-5. Griffin brings it up. She drives through the lane. Now she brings it back out. Tried to feed it down low, couldn't find anybody. Riley Myatt, out it goes to Betts now, top of the key, over right wing to Griffin. Looking to drive. At the high post now, she brings it out, hands it off to Ream. Lob down low, Newland. Backs her way in. A little bit out of control and loses it out of bounds.
Yep, they're going to say she stepped out of bounds.
So, Lakeside forces a turnover. They get the basketball back up by 1 with 2:23 to play in the first quarter as Ashton Hopper runs to the scorer's table, getting ready to check in. Bittinger with the basketball. Picks up her dribble. Up it goes top of the key to Formby. Now Porter with the basketball. Over it goes to Pollock. Kennedy Brock with it. Top of the key. Gives it off to Formby. Right wing Bittinger. Kyler Griffin's on her. Got a screen out high. Bittinger. That one's too hard off the glass. Betts the rebound. Bounce pass ahead to Ream. Tried to feed it to Ream in the left corner there, but she overthrew it. That's a turnover. That's been the story of the game early, Sean, is the turnovers for our Lady Panthers.
Yeah, and Hopper's going to check in for Ream. Looks like Ream may busted lip or something, maybe.
Oh, goodness. Not a good sign for us. As Bittinger brings it across the timeline, gets a screen out high from Pollock, looking to drive, and she's blocked by Newland. I'll tell you, Newland has been tough down low against anybody. She's been just really big defensive player down low for us. They inbound here, tipped away, saved in by the Rams, and they keep possession. Bittinger down low, one more to Pollock off the glass. That was a nice play.
Yeah, just unfortunate for Greenbrier. The ball was bouncing around. They tried to come out and pop out and get a steal, and they were able to get the ball underneath.
Yeah, Lakeside had good movement on that as well, ball movement, and like you said, Costa. Betts on the other end. Nice finish, left hand. That's Betts' first points, and it's 8-7. On the other end, Bittinger gets it over to Kennedy Brock. Ashton Hopper's out on her. Pollock with the basketball now. She'll give it over to Bittinger. Top of the key. Gets a screen from Pollock. Griffin beats it, though. Kicks it out to Porter for a three, and she airballs it. Rebound to Ashton Hopper. Riley Myatt with the basketball. A minute to play in the first quarter. Kylie Griffin gives it over to Hopper to Riley Myatt. Thought about a three. Brings it back out to Hopper, top of the key. Tried to bounce down low, but it's stolen away by Bittinger. Might have forced that one. And Lakeside with the basketball. Bounce pass to Pollock. Top of the key, over it goes. Now to Formby. She pulls the trigger on the left wing three, and she buries it. She's got 7.
Got 7 of their 11.
She's going to be a player to watch down the stretch with 30 seconds to play in the first quarter. They get it down low. Newland tries to back her way in. Kicks it out. Griffin right wing three, no good. Battle for the board, and Pollock's got it. Looking to push. Bittinger with the basketball. Now she'll slow it down. They may be holding for the final shot. 18 seconds to play in the first quarter. Pollock gives it back to Bittinger, and it looks like they're going to wait to set something up and hold for the final shot. 10 seconds. Kyler Griffin's out on her. They get a screen out high. Bittinger driving through the lane, puts it up and in with 5 seconds to go. Betts with the basketball. 1 second. Throws one up at the horn, won't go. And that's how the first quarter will end. 13-7. Lakeside leads Our Lady Panthers by 6. We'll hit a break, and we'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And we were back here to start the second quarter. Lakeside, the story of that first quarter was the turnover differentials. They made them pay, and Betts with a steal early. Here in the second quarter, looking to drive. Other end, lost the handle, and it'll be out of bounds off of Bittinger.
Great way, though, for the Panthers to start this second quarter, get a turnover, get down there, get the ball on our end of the floor.
That's right. Well, after we gave away so many possessions in that first quarter, you need as many as you can get. Down by 6 here with 7:47 to play in the second quarter. Unbounds to Newland. Kylie Griffin with the basketball now. Over to Riley Myatt, looking to drive. To Betts, right wing, open three. Shot won't go. And the rebound will go to Riley Orr for Lakeside. And Erica Bittinger will bring it up for the Rams. Looks like Ream's getting back near the bench. Looks like she got that bloody lip cleaned up or something. Maddie Davenport's in the game as well for the Rams. She's got the basketball, gives it over to Porter. Back up top it goes to Bittinger. Michaela Betts on her. Greenbrier's in a man-to-man. Riley Orr bounce pass over to Formby. She's been the lone star for them. She's got 7 of their 13. They give it over to Orr. Tried to lob down, stolen by Griffin. Looking to go. Griffin other end. Coast to coast drive. She scores and she's fouled.
Great job there by Kylie Griffin. Getting the turnover, getting down the floor, and getting the hoop and some harm.
That's right. Well, I mean, she just did it all. Stole it, scored, got the foul as well. That's the second foul on Porter. They're in foul. That's their 5th team foul. They only have one more to spare before Greenbrier's in the bonus. And Griffin completes the three-point play. Greenbrier's cut it to a one-possession game. It's 13-10 with 6:54 to play in quarter number 2. Orr with the basketball gives it over to Porter, who's in foul trouble. Trying to lob it down for Orr. Tipped away by Newland. Stolen by Ream. They forced one there, Sean, and Greenbrier looking to push. Myatt, now she'll bring it back out. Ream tried to lob down low. Newland backs her way in, kicks it out. Myatt for the tie, and she drains it. How about it? Riley Myatt a 3 from the wing, and we're tied.
And with that, they're going to call a quick timeout.
We'll hit a break with them. 13-13 our score here in the second quarter.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric.
And out of the timeout, Bittinger will bring it up for the Lady Rams. Greenbrier and a little bit more of some pressure there in the full court. They get it to Formby, trying to trap Porter out high. Over to Bittinger. And Griffin knocks the ball away and stolen. Betts to Griffin, and Greenbrier takes the lead on Griffin's score.
I was about to say, too, I believe that's our first lead of the game, isn't it?
It may be. It's 15-13. Now Greenbrier's got a 2-point lead. We might have led by 1 at one point, 4-3, I think, but that was it. They get it over in the corner now to Davenport. Over to Bittinger. To Porter. Lakeside's just looking a little bit out of control. Greenbrier's in a 2-3 zone now. They lob down low to Formby. She puts it in. She's got 9. We're tied at 15 on the other end. Betts, 3-ball. Left wing, got it!
There.
Michaela Betts has 5, and Greenbrier's back up by 3. Or actually, that's the first time they've been up by 3. It's their biggest lead of the night. They try to feed it ahead to Davenport. They get it over now to Porter, to Bittinger. Tried to quick pass it to Formby. Nearly lost it. They got it. Left wing, Porter for the tie. No good. And Ream the rebound, pushing ahead to Griffin, but she pushed too much, and it's stolen away by the Rams with 5 minutes to play until halftime. They got her trapped, though, near midcourt, but they beat it. They get it ahead to Bittinger. Over it goes Pollock, trying to drive baseline, kicks it out to Bittinger, nearly lost it. Tipped away a little bit by Ream, picks up her dribble, and she traveled with the basketball. Ibakady's going to check in for the Lady Rams. Pollock will take a seat. And Riley Myatt. The only reason I know it's Ibakati, Sean, is I actually knew her older siblings. They went to UCA with me, and so I know that's the only reason I know how to pronounce it. The G is silent.
That's one of the things I hated. I always hated calling games.
Not knowing the names.
Not knowing the names. And I always butcher names.
Oh, man. Well, it's not easy. 18-15, 4:32 to play until halftime. After the double dribble by Griffin, tipped away. Lakeside keeps possession, and she's going to be fouled by Michaela Betts. It's the first foul on Betts. It should be on the floor.
About to say, too, it is just the two of us tonight, so we're not running the clock.
That's right.
On our scoreboard. It is just the two of us tonight.
That's right. Talon is out sick, so we want to wish him well. And
yes.
Mike's at a Christmas party.
And so if you have any complaints about any of the things that are going on, just reach out to Stuttgart Carl.
That's right. That's right. He'd love to hear all your complaints.
He'd love to hear all your complaints.
Reem with the takeaway. Let's see the foul. It's going to be on at Lakeside. That's her sixth foul. And that's on Davenport. That's her second. That's the sixth team foul for Lakeside. Greenbrier will be in the bonus the rest of the way.
Yeah. So now we have another familiar face
up here with us. Oh, what is it? Crystal Ball.
Crystal Ball.
Three right here. Betts.
Oh,
she drains it.
That's 9, right?
That's
9
it.
for Betts.
Eight for Betts. She had a one,
okay.
2, yeah. 21-15. Reem with a steal. Shot won't go, but she's fouled.
Great job by Reem with getting the steal and then going to the hole and getting fouled. About the next best thing.
She was going to the free throw line no matter what, if that was on the floor or not. It will be 2 free throws, but if we look here at Lakeside, they've got 3 players with 2 fouls. Free throw up from Reem is good. And a timeout on the court. We'll take the timeout with them. 3:46 to play until halftime. Greenbrier's up 22-15. We'll be right back. Reem's second free throw here out of the timeout is up, no good. The rebound to Ibakati, but Greenbrier's in that press right after the missed free throw. They get it across the timeline to Formby. She's top of the key now. Back it goes to Bittinger with 3:35 to play until halftime. And they get it over to Formby to Ibakati, top of the key. Over now it goes. A 3-ball from Kennedy Brock, and she drains it. Her first points of the night. Lakeside's cut it to a 4-point game, and it's 22-18. On the other end, Riley Myatt with the basketball. Gets a screen out high from Newland. Didn't use it, though. Hands it off to Griffin. Griffin's got an open lane through the lane, off the glass, no good. Nice defense there from Ibakati. And Formby the rebound for the Lady Rams with 3:02 to play until halftime. And Bittinger with the basketball. Across the timeline, gives it over to Formby. She's got 9 for the Lady Rams. They lob it down low. Porter, ball's tipped away, and a late foul. That's a late foul. That's a foul on Betts. That's her second. It's just the third team foul, so they're not going to the free throw line, but definitely was called late, and Betts will take a seat. She's getting into a little bit of foul trouble. Ashton Hopper will check into the game. Bittinger will inbounds, gets it into Formby in the right corner. Dribbling up top of the key, Ream cuts off her drive. Picks up her dribble, has to bounce pass it over. It goes to Kennedy Brock. Ball's tipped away out of bounds. It'll stay with with Lakeside rather. With 2:41 till halftime.
Emma was able to jump into the lane, almost got a steal there, but ball goes out of bounds.
That's right, but as you know, Coach Edmondson loves the aggression. Even if you can't get the steal, just like right there, and that might have been a little too aggressive of a foul. Ream will pick up her first, but you do have fouls to give. That's just your fourth team foul. That's what's allowed you to force turnovers and score points, so why quit? Formby will inbounds. Lakeside down by 4, and Bittinger will get the inbounds. Griffin's playing out her. Bounce pass to Ibakati, top of the key. Over it goes to Formby. Pass stolen by Ream. She's going to go all the way, coast to coast, and lays it in. Emma Ream's got 5, and Greenbrier's back up by 6. Still a 2-possession ball game, but with 2:14 to play until halftime, Greenbrier starting to increase that lead little by little.
Yeah, our defense just they do a really good job of anticipating and getting it and jumping those passing lanes and getting those steals.
It has paid dividends here of late. On the other end, Myatt, 3-ball, no good. Battle for the board. Hopper got it, and she's fouled.
Are they going to call foul jump? No, they aren't.
Surely,
no.
no.
Yeah,
Okay.
There we go.
How about that?
Great job by Ashton Hopper underneath.
Well, so not only is Hopper going to the line for a 1-on-1, that's the 3rd foul on Porter.
Wow.
That's the 8th team foul for Lakeside, and that's been the story of the second quarter, really. Hopper first free throws up, and she got it. She's got 3 tonight. She earns the bonus, and she's got an opportunity to extend the lead back up to 6. Free throws up. Too strong. Loose basketball, but Ibakani picks it up for the Lady Rams with 1:47 to play until halftime. Greenbrier up 25-20. Bittinger with the basketball. Bounce pass ahead. It goes to Porter. She's in with 3 fouls. Picks up her dribble, gives it over to Formby. That's the only player in the game with double figures already. She's got 11. Picks up her dribble. Trying to get rid of it. Cross-court pass stolen by Ream. She's got Hopper on the other end, and Hopper puts it up and in. Greenbrier's up by 7, their biggest lead of the night. Hopper's got 5, and Greenbrier's looking good.
Hey, but just like that, Ream again with the steal, and able to get the ball out front to Hopper.
That's right. They're like you said, they're jumping the passing lanes. And trying to lob it down low at Bakati. Nice play. Newland was there. Oh. She gets the foul. She got ball, and apparently she got a little something else. I couldn't see from this angle. It looked like all ball to me. That's real bad. But it is.
Hey, if we had more people helping us, we'd be able to hit the replay button.
That's right. Ibakati's on the board with her first points of the game. It's 27-21 with 1 minute and 2 seconds to play until halftime. Ibakati will have one more. It is up and it's good, and the lead has been trimmed down to 5.
I'm still surprised that Ibakati, that's her first points of the game.
Yeah. Coming into the game, they've already subbed her out too. She's supposed to be one of their best players.
Yeah.
51 seconds until halftime, and Kylie Griffin just dribbling out high. Formby's on her. She'll hand it off to Ream. Lob down low, Newland, trying to get her into the action. Step back, jumper, got it! On the fader from Newland, her first points of the game, and Greenbrier's back up by 7 with 36 seconds to play until halftime.
You know, normally you don't want your player to kind of fade away, but she was able to make it work. She hit it.
Sure. And it's one of those things, if we're going to be dominant throughout the rest of this game, the low block down in the paint's where you're going to need to really step it up, and that's what they did. Fed it down to Newland, and she did the rest. Looks like Greenbrier is going to try to hold for the final shot with 20 seconds to go until halftime. Griffin started to drive and brings it back out with 15 seconds to play until halftime. Formby's out on her. She leads all scorers with 11. Newland gave a screen. Griffin, out it goes, right corner, Myatt. 3 balls too strong. Hopper pulls down the rebound with 3 seconds. Down low, Newland, got to get it off, and she didn't do it. It didn't go anyway, but That is how the first half will end. 29-22 our score. We're going to hit a break. We'll be right back.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, we are back here inside of the PAV. Greenbrier's up 29-22 with 3:20 to play, or excuse me, with 3 minutes and about 20 seconds until the second half.
As we are inside the climate-controlled, I do believe it's probably around a nice 70 degrees inside, a lot better than it is outside.
No question. It's a little nippy out there. Oh, man, yeah. No, I mean, and the wind's picking up. We're glad to be inside than outside, no question about that. Quickly, we'll go over the scores for both teams. We'll start with Lakeside first. Ronnie Formby, she leads all scorers with 11 points tonight. She has half their points, Sean. And then if you look down, Erica Bittinger's got 4. Kennedy Brock's got a 3. And then Pollock and Ibakati both have 2, and that's it. They have 5 players that have scored so far, but Formby's got 11. She's the only player in double figures for either side. And then if we go to our Lady Panthers, Michaela Betts leads the way. She's got 8 points. And then Griffin, Hopper, and Ream, all 3 have 5 points apiece. Myatt's got 4, and Newland has 2.
Well, and if you think about it, too, Betts came off the bench tonight.
She did.
Hopper started in place of Betts, and Betts comes out and says, hey, I can be that sixth woman off the bench.
That's right.
She came in. I mean, overall, I think our girls played really, really good in that first half. Obviously, if you look at the score, up 7 at half. Really, what was at the end of the first quarter?
It was 13-7 Lakeside.
Yeah.
So we outscored them 22-9.
Yeah.
In that second quarter.
Yeah, second quarter. And as you talked about too, they did get in some foul trouble early. They continued to have a little bit of foul trouble. I don't think we have anybody in foul trouble, right?
Not really.
Everybody's just got one, I believe, if they've got.
Yep.
And so, good start. Obviously, this sets us up well for the second half. But as we all know, there's 4 quarters in a basketball game, and got to play well here in that second half too.
Right. Well, Coach Brock for Lakeside, like you said, they've been in foul trouble. That's something that they're going to have to adjust heading into the second half. But what's really crazy is Greenbrier seems to have been the more aggressive team, yet they have fewer fouls. A good thing if you are, for Lakeside, Formby doesn't have any fouls, and she's your leading scorer by far. Yeah. So when it comes down the stretch, you've got her, but Porter's got 3 fouls. Davenport and Bittinger both have 2. That's 3 of your 5 starters are in foul trouble. So we're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll have the second half. Stay with us.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, here we go. We are back and just about set to start the second half. For Greenbrier, they'll go with Alex Newland, Michaela Betts, Riley Myatt, Emma Ream, and Kylie Griffin. And for the Lady Rams, it'll be Formby, Ibakati, Porter, Bittinger, and Davenport. So the same starting 5 for the Lady Rams. Greenbrier went a little different. Hopper is on the bench to start the second half, and Michaela Betts will come in. Here we go. Kylie Griffin will get the inbounds to start the second half. And we're underway. Emma Ream, lob down low. Newland, turnaround jump shot. No good, but Griffin the offensive board, and she'll bring it back out. She's got Betts. Left wing 3. Too strong. Tip ball. Griffin's out of there with it. Another offensive board. And Griffin pulls the trigger on a 3. No good. And Ibakati, the rebound for the Rams. She'll hand it off to Bittinger with 7:36 to play in the third quarter. They get it out. It goes to Davenport. Bounce pass stolen by Ream. She's going to try to go all the way. Other end. Shot won't go, but she's fouled. And that's Davenport's 3rd foul. And Ream's going to the free throw line.
And 2, JP. Lost my train of thought there for a second. I was trying to think who's standing, who's over there.
Oh, that's funny.
But, too, just as Coach Edmonds talked about last week, there was an opportunity on the last possession where Griffin had the ball on the inside, but she gave that up because she knew she didn't have a good look at it and kicked it out for a three-pointer. Even though we didn't make it, they are giving up that good shot for a better shot.
Absolutely. 31-22, Greenbrier's biggest lead of the night. It's 9 points. And Bittinger brings it up for the Lady Rams, picks up her dribble out high, gives it off to Abakati. Over it goes now to Porter, gets a screen out high. Down low it goes to Abakati, underneath.
Oh, great job by Emma Ream, and they're going to say, yeah.
Wow, it's off of Abakati. And it'll go to Greenbrier with 7:16 to play. They didn't call a foul on that, did they? Okay, it was just out of bounds.
They said they went out on her.
With 7:10 to go, Kylie Griffin, the basketball. Gets a screen out high from Newland, kicks it out to Myatt. Over it goes to Newland, tipped away by Abakati. But Greenbrier will maintain possession, and Michaela Betts has the basketball out high with under 7 minutes to play in the third quarter. Gets a screen from Newland. Betts driving, through amongst the trees there, and kind of just threw it up there. Rebound comes away to Lakeside. They kick it over to Porter. Driving baseline, tries to lob it down low. Abakati got it. Shot won't go. It's blocked a little bit by Newland. Second shot from Porter, no good. Battle for the ball.
That should be a jump ball. Yep.
Should be. Indeed it is. Possession error will stay with Lakeside. Some nice second chance opportunities there for Lakeside, but they couldn't convert. Bittinger to inbounds. She had a 5-second violation not too long ago, and she got another one. That's her second one. And Greenbrier with another forced turnover, 6:37 to play in the third quarter. And Kylie Griffin will bring it up across the timeline. She'll hand it off to Emma Ream near midcourt. Finally gets it across. Gets the screen out high from Newland. Ream now top of the key. Bounce past Griffin, driving off the glass and in. Griffin escaped from the corner. An easy layup down low, and Greenbrier's up by 11. They got it over to Davenport. Over it goes Abakati to Bittinger. Fake to pass, drives to the lane, throws it up, no good. Ball tipped out by Abakati, and trying to save it was Bittinger, but she stepped out. So Greenbrier basketball with 5:57 to play in the third quarter. Michaela Betts will inbounds to Kylie Griffin. And Greenbrier are looking really good out here out the gate. They're on a 4-0 run here to start the third quarter, and Newland just beats Abakati around the block and lays it in. And that's a timeout for Lakeside. We'll take the timeout with them. 5:43 to play. Greenbrier's up by 13.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
And out of the timeout, Greenbrier is up 6-0 here in the second half, or rather in this third quarter. Lakeside hasn't scored yet.
Yeah, I was going to say, have they scored in the second half?
They haven't, no. 6 points for Greenbrier. And Lakeside really shot themselves in the foot. They've had a couple of turnovers. They lob down low to Pollock. She just throws it up, no good. Ream's got the rebound, looking to push. Out it goes Griffin. Other end, dribble through the lane, and she's fouled. That's on, should be on Formby. We'll see what the call is. It is on Formby. That's her first foul. And Kylie Griffin will go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one's up and good. She's got 8 tonight. Her and Betts both have 8. They lead our Panthers in scoring. But Griffin got an opportunity to add one more, and she does. Griffin's got 9. Greenbrier's up by 15. They are up 8-0 here in this third quarter. Crossover dribble from Bittinger across the timeline. Bounce pass given up. It goes to Kennedy Brock. Over to Pollock to Bittinger. Top of the key now. It goes to Porter. To Brock. And Mareem's on her. Formby's got the basketball now. Lob down low. Pollock drew some contact from Newland. Nice ball fake, and Pollock puts it in. She's going to the line and an opportunity for a three-point play. That was a nice play by Pollock. She just drew the contact. Ball fake, got Newland in the air, and Newland was hung out to dry. The free throw's up, no good, though, and Emery the rebound. Looking to push. Betts. Ahead it goes Griffin. The ball's tipped away and stolen, though, by Pollock, and Lakeside's got the basketball down by 13. They get it ahead to Brock. Cross-court feed. It goes to Porter. Betts nearly stole it. Now Porter nearly walked. Pollock down low, stolen by Newland. They get it ahead to Griffin. It's a 2-on-3 break. They don't really have numbers, but Reed makes it work. Couldn't finish on the layup, but she's going to the line. I think that's another foul on Formby. And that's her second foul. So Emery had an opportunity for some points. First free throw's up and good. She's got 8 tonight. One more free throw coming right here with 4:45 to play in the third quarter. Knocks them both down. Greenbrier's hitting their free throws.
And as you know, JB, I mean, basketball is a game of runs, and so, an opportunity here to really extend this lead in the third quarter.
That's right. Greenbrier's on a 10-2 run right now. And Kennedy Brock nearly loses the basketball out high. Tries to lob it down. Newland steals it. Greenbrier's up by 15. Ream driving. Bounce pass to Griffin. She brings it back out. Ream, free throw line extended. In and out, no good on the jumper. And Brock the rebound for the Rams. Bittinger's got the basketball with 4:12 to play in the third quarter. Get it out high to Pollock. Over it goes to Formby. Myatt's out on her. Greenbrier's backing a man-to-man. They get it out to Sarah Porter. Extra way in, Porter. Cross-court feed, right wing three from Brock. No good, had an open look, and high to get the rebounds. Kylie Griffin looking to push. It's a 3-on-3 break. Bounce pass to Betts. Lost the basketball. It's out of bounds off of Greenbrier, and Lakeside will get the basketball off the turnover.
Yeah, but they did get lucky on that last possession by Lakeside because she was wide open.
That's right. Brock's got 3 points tonight. She hit one in the first half. Had an open look there, but just couldn't hit it. And with 3:37 to play in the third quarter, Greenbrier's up by 15. That's tied for their biggest lead of the night. They're still on a 10-2 run, trying to lob down low at Bakady. Draw some contact from Newland. That's the problem there for Newland. That's her third personal foul. Anytime you leave your feet and you draw contact, they're probably going to call it. So if you're Newland, you just kind of want to stand there. Just keep your hands up.
Just play good defense.
That's right. And Bakady misses the first free throw, though, and she'll have one more. I mentioned earlier, I know her older siblings, Andrew and Nina. They both are really good athletes. Bakady is as well. She knocks down the second free throw, so she's got 3 tonight. Adachi's
a little pressure here by Lakeside.
But Greenbrier beats it, and Ream, other end, lays it in. It's good to see that. Ream's the first player for Greenbrier in double figures.
Well, say Lakeside, that is something you don't want to see if you're Lakeside, to try to put pressure and then get beat.
That's right. Some quick points there from Greenbrier, yeah. Greenbrier's biggest lead of the night, 16 with 3 minutes to play in the third quarter. Lob down low to Formby, and Myatt's going to foul her. That was an easy call. That's the first foul on Myatt. It's the third team foul for Greenbrier. And Bittinger will inbounds on the baseline for the Lady Rams. She's got Porter wide open on the inbounds. Right wing three, missed another one, and Newland's high to get the rebound. Greenbrier looking to push. Lead court pass to Betts. Down low, throws it up. And the rebound to Formby. Bittinger will bring it up now. On that inbounds, though, Greenbrier caught a break. Porter's open again, drives. Little jump step from 12. Missed everything, and Reams got the rebound. Looking to push. Ahead it goes to Myatt. Now she brings it back out. Didn't have numbers. Pushes it over to Betts. One more left corner wide open three from Kylie Griffin, and she drains it. She's got 12. Nothing but net on the triple from the left corner, and Greenbrier's up by 19.
Yeah, after a couple possessions of bouncing back and forth, you really want to utilize that time to really work the ball a little bit. But Griffin was open in the corner, and she nails a three.
They left Formby out. She forced a three there. Greenbrier's got the rebound with 2 minutes to go in the third quarter. On the other end, Griffin, open corner three again. Can't hit that one, and the rebound to Davenport. Ahead it goes to Bittinger with 1:50 to play. Lob down low, Formby, wide open, lays it in. She's got 13. And the lead's cut down to 17 with 1:40 to play in the third quarter. Emma Ream with the basketball. Out it goes Newland. Looking to drive against Ibakati. Backs her way in. Turnaround fader off the rim, no good. Rebounded to Davenport. Bittinger got the ball. Looking to lead court pass to Formby underneath. Couldn't finish. Ibakati picks up the board, no good. Formby is going to be over the back. That's an offensive foul there. The third foul on Formby. And it'll go the other way. Greenbrier will have the basketball.
But say Formby didn't have many in the first, but she's using up those 5 here in the second half.
That's right. She's got 3 in this quarter alone. With 1:18 to play in the third quarter, we'll hit a break. Greenbrier's up by 17.
The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart, Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
So out of the timeout, Greenbrier will have the basketball with 1:18 to play in the third quarter. Up by 17. They've been up by 19 at one point. And Kylie Griffin will bring it across the timeline for our Lady Panthers. They're 7-0. A win tonight would keep them undefeated. They'd improve to 8-0. Free throw line extended on the high post. Jumper there from Emma Ream won't go. And rebound to Formby.
You know, I wonder, looking back over the years, I wonder how many times we've had a team start 8-0 if they're able to win this game.
Sure. I'm sure it hadn't been many. Pass over the corner to Bittinger. Griffin playing nice defense out there. They kick it out high to Davenport, to Porter. She tries to back her way in on Betts. That's going to be a 2-ball. About a 20-footer won't go. Battle for the board. It's going to be tipped out of bounds there. Davenport with the shot. Griffin tipped it out of play. It'll stay with Lakeside with 28 seconds to go.
Might have to call in to headquarters, see if Talon's available to do some research on the Greenbrier Lady Panthers and
see if he's got anything for us.
Yeah. Make a quick call in to Rick Schaefer.
That's right. That's right. Oh, Rick Schaefer. Get some Randy Rainwater in there as well. Yeah. 20 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Porter might have got away with the walk. Down low, looks like there might be a foul. Indeed, there is. It's on Myatt. That's her second foul. It's just the fourth team foul. And Ashton Hopper will check into the game, and Alex Newland will take a seat. Bittinger looking to inbounds. Down by 17, an offensive foul. That might be on Formby. Indeed it is. That's her fourth. Well, I tell you, Sean, when she leads all scorers with 13 and you're down by 17, you don't want to lose her.
Yeah. I know it looked like the Lakeside coach was not real happy about that call.
Well, with 6 seconds to go, Greenbrier the basketball holding for the final shot. Griffin out to Hopper, 1 second, lost the handle. No shots there from Hopper. But that's going to do it for the third quarter. Three quarters of basketball are in the books. Greenbrier's out 44-27. We'll be right back.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
Basketball are done. The last quarter, and Lakeside's going to need one heck of a comeback if they're going to come back and win this game. They're down by 17.
Yeah.
What you want to see from Greenbrier is just still maintain the aggression, but don't make unforced errors and really just play smart basketball.
Yeah, Lakeside won the first quarter, but it's been all Greenbrier
Ever since.
Yeah, ever since.
Is that a foul on Newland underneath?
Yeah, I don't agree with that call. That was the referee underneath the basket. I didn't think he had a good look at it.
Good angle.
Yeah, had a good angle at it. She did. To me, she looked like she jumped straight up, and just unfortunate there for the
Sure,
Panthers.
because that's her fourth foul. Her and Formby are the only two with four. Ibakity gets it out to Davenport, to Bittinger. Ball loose. They get it to Davenport and out of Formby, and they'll set it back up. 7:25 to play in the basketball game, and Bittinger's going to be fouled by Griffin. That's probably not a smart foul by Griffin. It's the sixth team foul. Should be for Greenbrier. Indeed it is. Just a second for Griffin, but tried to reach in there on Bittinger, and she didn't even have an angle. You like to see that aggression, though. Bittinger the basketball with 7:17 to go in the basketball game. Trying to lob it down low, and Griffin steals it. Ahead it goes to Betts. Other end, lays it up and in. Greenbrier looking good. They're up by 19. That's been their biggest lead of the night. Bittinger kicks it out to Davenport. Down low it goes to Ibakity, and she puts it up and in.
I mean, that was a good job by Lakeside there. I mean, they got the ball down the floor in a hurry and then found Ibakity underneath.
She's a good player. And it's good to exploit that because Newland's not in the basketball game. If you're Lakeside. They get it to Griffin, over to Michaela Betts, lost the basketball, still keeps it. And over it goes to Hopper with 6:36 to play in the basketball game. Emma Ream, right wing now, dribbling out high, looking to milk a little bit of clock here. Gets a screen from Hopper. Now she pulls up, deep three from Ream short, off the front of the rim. Ibakity the rebound, and Bittinger brings it up for the Rams. She's across the timeline now, and Kylie Griffin out on her. They get it over in the corner to Davenport. Top of the key, Formby, nice look, three, and she got it. She's a good basketball player, Sean.
Yeah, I think that's that's her
16.
first points in quite a while.
Yeah, absolutely. But it tells you a lot because she's got 16 now, and she hadn't scored. I don't think she scored in the third quarter as Greenbrier gets an offensive board off a miss. With 5:50 to play in the basketball game, Greenbrier's lead's been trimmed to 14 after the three from Formby. She's been the lone bright spot for the Rams. As Ream begins to drive, nice Euro step, and she's fouled. It might be on Ibakity with the block. And indeed it is.
Emma she does such a great job just getting to the basket.
She does. Slices through the lane there and draws contact. And she can hit her free throws too.
Yeah.
That's what's impressive. When you get to the line, you draw the contact, and then you make them pay with free throws at the end of it. Now, I might have just jinxed her.
We'll see.
Indeed,
I did. Indeed, you did.
Oh, my goodness.
Like that Dr. Pepper commercial.
That's right.
You know.
Oh, man. 47-32. Greenbrier's up by 15 as Ray knocked down 1 of 2. Lob down low at Bakady, off the glass and in. And without Newland in the basketball game, the Bakady.
Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite, DJ Vanaco, Vision.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down.
But I think, Sean, if you look at it, this kind of exploits us a little bit. Carly Reynolds has been out. Obviously, Newland's out with fouls. When we don't have our post players down low, it's caused a lot of problems.
Yeah.
Kylie Griffin, the basketball out high. She gives it over to Ream with 4:45 to play in the basketball game. Lobs it down low, Griffin, wide open. Found a lane, and she lays it in. Kylie Griffin's got 14, and Greenbrier's back up by 15. With 4:27 to go. Look for him to go down low to Abakady again. To Formby.
I mean, you got to be thinking that's what they're going to do, but now they pulled her away from the basket. Not sure why.
Yeah, I was about to say.
why would you?
You've scored, what, 6 quick points down low?
Yeah.
Wow. I mean, yeah.
Good information here from Talon. Talon says the girls started in the 08-09 campaign. They started 5-0, and that's the best he could find dating back to 2000.
Wow. This is a special year. As the ball's tipped away, out of play, it'll stay with Lakeside with 4:02 to play. Greenbrier's up by 15. And Bittinger will inbounds on the baseline. Gets it into Porter, tipped away by Betts, out of play. Oh, it's going to be off of Lakeside. It'll go to Greenbrier. How about that?
Wow. Apologize to the camera operator, i.e. me. Was a little slow on getting the camera to where it needed to be.
I tell you, Sean, it's a lot harder than it looks.
It is a lot harder than it looks.
3:50 to play in the basketball game. Greenbrier's up by 15, as you just heard from Sean. This has been the best start since at least the 2000s.
Yeah, early, mid-2000s.
Right. As Griffin, the basketball out high. Greenbrier looking to improve to 8-0. Lakeside would drop to 5-3 with a loss tonight. We also want to remind you at the halftime of the varsity boys matchup, we'll interview Coach Edmondson, and the star of the game of this game is Myatt drives through the lane, and she's blocked by Abakady. Lakeside looking to push. Bittinger, other end, lob, down low. She threw it away. It might be, thought it might have been off of Betts. Out of bounds, it'll go to Greenbrier. We'll take it.
Yeah. And two, I mean, I think what I'd like to see out of Myatt there, once you drive in, either stay back and shoot that three, or just, if nothing there, just pull it back out.
That's right. That's right. The fourth shot there late in the game is not what you want to see. That's right. With Ream, the basketball, 3:02 to play in the basketball game. Griffin's got it. Man, she can dribble. She is shifty with the basketball. She's good to have at a point guard. I know Coach Edmondson, we talked to him really all season. That's one of the big points of emphasis is losing her is going to be big to graduation.
Yeah.
As Bittinger fouls out high, that is the 7th team foul, so Greenbrier's in the bonus.
Yeah, they're looking forward to the boys' game. I think tonight will be the first time we've had Nate Barentine
in a while.
Yeah. And he really is a big key to handling that ball at the top of our offense.
You said Robinson and Allison are going to be out, so we're going to be low and
big man.
That's right. But it gives opportunities for other players to step up.
Absolutely.
As the Griffin missed the front end of the 1-and-1. Lakeside the rebound with 2:35 to play. They don't have a lot of time to lollygag as Davenport's got it. 2:30 to play. Still a lot of time as the ball stripped away, stolen by Griffin. Looking to go coast to coast. Other end. Shots blocked out of bounds by Bittinger. Nice defense there for the Rams in transition.
Yeah, she did a good job getting back and just keeping her eye on the ball.
That's right. Inbounds to Newland, who's back in the game. Griffin wide open. Right wing three. No good. And the rebound comes away to Davenport. She gives it off to Bittinger with 2:12 to play. Greenbrier's up by 15. They led by 19 at one point. And Abakady over to Davenport. Looking to drive, free throw line. Gives it off at Abakady, and she lost it out of bounds. It'll go to Greenbrier.
Yeah, just lost the handle there.
With 2:01 to play, Sean, they really don't have a lot of time to waste, and they keep shooting themselves in the foot.
Well.
They've outscored Greenbrier 7-5 in this quarter. but they're going to need a whole lot more. They're going to have a shot, and they don't have a lot of time to do it. 1:48 to play in the basketball game, and Greenbrier is just going to try to milk some more clock. Michaela Betts out high. Davenport's on her. Betts trying to drive. Kicks it out. Newland, and they'll go one more to Myatt. Right wing three, and she drains it.
Yep.
Nothing but net from Myatt.
And really, that's what you want to do. I mean, you want to basically take some time off the clock, but if you can work the ball around and get a wide open three,
you got to take it.
You got to take it. Oh, here we go, pushing it up front.
Newland, easy laying on the other end, and that might be the dagger. That.
Yeah, just like that. There's 5. I mean, there's 5 quick points.
5 big points, and that's our biggest lead of the night. 20. Greenbrier leads at 54-34 at the timeout, and
let's keep it right here.
Keep it here.
Yeah.
It gives us an opportunity to remind you guys again for the halftime, talking to Coach Edmondson in the start of the game. Also joining us for the varsity boys matchup as we preview ahead to that. Greenbrier's 2-4 coming into tonight. That really doesn't reflect a whole lot considering we've really not had our starting 5 at all throughout the whole year.
Yeah, we've had a lot of boys out so far this season due to COVID, due to quarantines and things, and we'll have some more out tonight. We were excited because we thought really tonight would have been the first night we'd have everybody back. Barrentine's back, and Reese Jones will be back tonight. But as you said, Allison and Josh Robinson and Dax Coggern.
I think Cothran is what Talon told me. I don't know.
I never get his name right.
Well, we were calling Gavin James or Spencer Melton, Gavin James, one of those games.
Yeah.
Oh, goodness. With 59 seconds to play, it looks like
get some.
Both teams are subbing in, just about subbing in their benches. As Callias comes in, Kimball, Riley Kimball, Izzy Carson, JoJo Jerry, and Victoria Corker. Lakeside subbed in a couple as well as Riley Orr's into the game. I'm trying to see the other numbers. The jerseys are not as easy to see. Kennedy Brock's out there, Pollock.
Izzy Carson, did you get Izzy Carson?
I did, yeah.
2, Corker's 12.
Kimball,
Jerry's 13.
Callias,
Kimball,
and Jerry.
Yep, Callias, yep.
So with 33 seconds to play, Greenbrier up by 20. Corker, 3-ball right wing, no good. She likes to shoot the 3.
Hey. She's like, hey, I'm in the game. If I get an open look,
I'm taking it. That's right. As Lakeside with the basketball, that's Emmy Gamble with the basketball over to Kennedy Brock. Lob down low to Orr. Missed the shot, and Victoria Corker the rebound, but she lost it out of bounds. It'll stay with Lakeside.
But say, growing up at Cabot, I played basketball from 7th grade to 10th grade, and I did not get in the game very often. But I can tell you when I did, JB, I made sure to shoot.
That's what I mean. Hey, I tell you what, that's why you play the game. Yep. You're not playing to sit there and look at it as the buzzer sounds.
Yeah.
Greenbrier wins it 54-34, and they improved to 8-0. This has been, like we said earlier in the broadcast, their best start since, was it 08, I believe?
Yeah, 05.
They were
08, 09. Yeah, you're right.
That's right.
Right.
And they were 5-0.
Yeah.
But then they lost, so they became 5-1. So this is the best start that we know of since at least 2000.
Yeah. But like I said, too, that group of girls, that group of young ladies, they really do play well together. You can see it, as one person makes a steal, somebody else is already running down the floor to get out in front, and they really they do a good job. So,
well, I'll tell you what, as we get set for the boys basketball game, we're going to hit a break. We're about 8 minutes away from the tip-off, so we're going to step aside. Stick around and stay with us. We'll be right back.
At American Safeguard Insurance, you get an actual human being just down the street to get advice on the confusing world of insurance. There's no need to shop around every time your insurance company tries to raise rates. You can relax and let us do it for you. Having a choice is a big deal, and when insurance companies compete, you save money. One of the most important benefits is we actually monitor your premium for rate increases. If we notice a rate increase, we reshop your premium to ensure the best rate. And when the time comes to use your insurance, and we hope it doesn't, you have a friend to help guide you during one of the most stressful times of your life. All your needs under one roof, from vehicle to life insurance, and everything in between. We protect it all.
Arkansans appreciate community. We work and raise families, care for our neighbors, and come together in good times and bad. At First Security, that local strength is what we love best about our home state. There is commitment here, and heart, and hope. Thank you to everyone who is standing together, learning from one another, and making Arkansas a place we all love to call home. We're proud to be your community bank.
For the best barbecue in town, look no further than Old Bart Southern Eats. With the wide variety of meats smoked perfectly, with one-of-a-kind sides and a sauce unlike any other, you will not want to miss out. Old Bart Southern Eats is located at 79 South Broadview, next to Walmart. Open Wednesday through Friday, 5 until sold out, and Saturday and Sunday, 3 until sold out. You better get there early because it will not last long. You can find us on Facebook at Old Bart Southern Eats.
Come into Steak and Shake for the original steak burger, steak burgers, and milkshakes. Yep, it's all right there in the name. Steak and Shake. Get them delivered.
Do you have damage to your roof from a wind or hailstorm? Vision Roofing leads the way in roof repair and installation. From the initial consultation to the last nail is in place, their customer service is exactly what you need to feel at ease. For a free inspection, call Robert Branscombe at 733-8790 or Chad Stevenson at 697-6606. At Vision Roofing, they have the vision to see you through. The Greenbrier Panthers Sports Network would like to thank our sponsors: American Safeguard Insurance, First Security Bank, Old Bart Southern Eats, Ricochet Outdoors, 4M Landworks, Swanky Southern Boutique and Salon, Chef Lynn's, Greenbrier Pharmacy, Remax Elite DJ Vanaco, Vision Roofing, Children's Clinic of Conway and Greenbrier, Stage 2 Dance Center, Bleacher Bling, Grand Brothers Electric, and Steak and Shake.
Well, we're back here inside of the PAV to close out the girls' scoring. We'll talk about that real quickly. I'm JB Brazil. Alongside me, fan favorite, Matt McJunkins.
Hey, JB, good to be here tonight. First basketball game I've done.
Ever.
Ever.
Hey, welcome to it, man. It's a lot of fun. We got to see your son out there in Little Dribblers.
Oh, man, that's
tearing
my
it
favorite,
up.
dude. I tell you what, I get a kick out of it. You know, we're a football family in baseball. So
That's right.
The basketball stuff is just for fun.
Well, we'll see, won't we, Matt? Maybe one day, Matt, we'll see old Clint.
Oh, Clint. Yeah, I don't know. He's definitely going to be the biggest one of the boys. He does enjoy playing basketball, but he's probably better at the other sports.
Other two. I hear you. Well, quickly, we'll go over the stats from the girls' game. Leading all scorers in this basketball game was from Lakeside. That was Formby. Ronnie Formby had 16. They only had 5 players that scored all night. Ibakati had 7. Pollock and Bittinger both had 4. And then Kennedy Brock had 1-3. That was it for them. And then for our Lady Panthers, there were 3 players in double figures. Leading the way was Kylie Griffin. She had 14. Emma Ream added 12. Michaela Betts had 10. Riley Myatt had 7. Alex Newland had 6. And Ashton Hopper had 5 as Greenbrier knocked off Lakeside to improve to 8-0 on the year. We were talking about this earlier, Matt. This is the first time since, Talon was looking it up. 08, they went 5-0. That was their best start, was 5-0. After that, this has been the best start they've had that we know of.
I tell you what, it's pretty exciting, and I didn't really know. I watched them some last year, so I knew we had some talent, but I didn't know they were going to be this good this year. You know what really impressed me watching the game? Lakeside was considerably bigger than us outside of Alex.
Sure.
Alex is good size, but Griffin, some of these smaller girls were out rebounding these big girls, and it was just a matter of the aggressiveness that they were playing with.
Sure.
And so you never expect a bunch of big girls like that to get out rebounded unless it's somebody like Newland, and she did great as well. But some of these small girls are in there fighting and getting boards.
That's right.
That's impressive.
Well, and I think we noticed when Newland got in a little bit of foul trouble, that's when we saw some problems start to arise.
Yeah.
Lakeside got it on the low block, scored 6 quick points when Newland was in with 4 fouls.
And that has a lot to do with just the presence.
Sure.
Just
having
the
that
big body,
size.
The big body, that's right.
And, we even talked to Coach Edmondson about that a little bit, and we'll get to talk to him at halftime. How that's going to be a big factor heading into, later in the season. You got Carly Reynolds and Alex Newland.
Yeah.
That's about it for your size down low in the low block. So when someone gets in foul trouble, especially during this COVID season because Carly's been out, quarantining, you don't have a lot of depth there at that position. You really can't afford to get in foul trouble.
That's right. I remember last year seeing her go in and seeing Alex go in and out when she get into foul trouble late in the game. They'd sub somebody in on defense and then back in on offense just to keep her from getting that extra foul. But you don't really have a lot of options for that this year, it seems like.
That's right. Well, we're just about set for the boys' basketball matchup for our Panthers. It'll be Bryce Webb, Reese Jones, Jack Runzik, Jacob Mathis, and Nate Barentine is back. That'll be the starting 5 for Greenbrier and for the visiting Lakeside Rams. It'll be Tyler Frederick, Alvion Harris, Seth Poindexter, Tyree Glover, and Wylan Harris. It'll be Tyree Glover and Jacob Mathis to jump center for our Panthers. Refs at midcourt, we're just about set. The ball is in the air, and the opening tip is won by Tyree Glover. Lakeside wins the opening tip, and Frederick will have the basketball in the half court. Jack runs it out on him. Greenbrier starts out in a man-to-man. He gets a screen out high from Harris. Frederick bounce pass to Harris, kicks it in the corner. That's Poindexter. 3-ball right out the gate, and Seth Poindexter drains the triple. Lakeside's up 3-0. Jack Runzik will bring it up across the timeline for Panthers. Kicks it out to Barentine. Frederick's out on him. Barentine over to Webb. Lost the basketball. Glover nearly knocked it away and stole it. But Webb maintains possession. Gives it over to Jones. Barentine. Deep 3. Got it from the right wing. Barentine. The deep 3 there, Matt.
That was a big shot right there. Deep 3.
On the other end, Glover's got it. He kicks it over to Alvion Harris. Harris on the other end. Both teams just trading 3-pointers. And Lakeside's back up by 3. It's 6-3 on the triple from Alvion Harris.
He's having a shooting contest here.
Jones 3. He drains it right wing. 6 quick points for both sides. 4 players in the scorers column with 3 points. And on the other end, Frederick drives the lane, couldn't finish. Jack Runzik the rebound, looking to push with numbers. A 5-on-4 break. They get it over Webb. He wants a 3, and he drains it right wing. Bryce Webb with a 3, and Greenbrier's up by 3. It's 9-6.
How about that?
What a start for both sides, really. They get it out high to Seth Poindexter. Over it goes to Tyler Frederick. Now to Tyree Glover. Hands it off to Frederick. Runzik's on him. Back up top of the key Glover. Thought about a 3. Now he drives through the lane, dishes it underneath, and a charge on Glover. Just kind of came in out of control there, Matt, and draws the foul.
Well, I wondered when we were going to stop seeing a 3.
You're not lying. I don't think I've seen that very often at the high school level.
Not in high school. You don't see it a lot anyway.
No, yeah, you're not lying. Jack Runzik the basketball across the timeline, up by 3 with 6:09 to play in the first quarter. Reese Jones hands it off to Jack Runzik. Over it goes to Barentine. Thought about a 3, but Frederick playing tight defense. Barentine, little ball fake, crossover dribble, gives it over to Runzik. Webb, corner 3. He pulls it. Too strong, though. Rebound comes out of there. That was Seth Poindexter. He gets it ahead to Tyler Frederick, And Lakeside will set up in the half court with 5:46 to play in the first quarter. A bounce pass over to Poindexter. Tries to lob it down low. Underneath. Shot won't go. That was Wyland Harris with the shot. He's fouled, though, underneath. And he'll go to the free throw line as Reese Jones commits the foul.
Well, he's a big, good-looking kid, isn't he?
He is. This Lakeside team coming into the matchup, they're 6-1.
Oh,
Greenbrier's 2-4.
Yeah. Yeah, I know we'd had some tough matchups early, and looks like these guys have had a pretty good season so far. They
have. Second free throw from Harris is up and good, so he makes 1 of 2. Lakeside's cut the lead to 2, and it's 9-7 with 5:35 left in the first quarter. As Jack Runzik brings it across the timeline, gets it over to Barentine. They're trying to trap him. Double team. Webb's got it now. To Runzik. Open look. Kicks it to Mathis. Bounce, dribble pass underneath, and he lays it in. Jacob Mathis with a nice finish. Greenbrier's up by 4. They extend the lead to a 2-possession ball game. Tyree Glover gets it over to Albion Harris. Looking to drive. Now he kicks it up top of the key to Frederick, over to Glover. Tried to lob it down low to Harris, out of bounds. It'll stay with Lakeside with 5:04 to play in the first quarter.
That was a good, strong move there by Jacob Mathis down low.
It was. Lob into Glover here. They trap him in the corner. Ball's tipped away, stolen by Runzik. Could have looked to push there, but he didn't. And he'll slow it down in the half court. Barentine gets it ahead quick to Reese Jones. Back up top, Barentine. Ball fake, thinking about a 3. Frederick's on him. Over it goes to Runzik. To Mathis, to Barentine in the corner. Frederick's on him. Got Webb. Thought about a 3. Reese Jones will pull the trigger, and Jones drains it. This is the best that Greenbrier shot to start a game all year, as Greenbrier's up by 7.
What, they've missed 1 3 so far?
Yeah. Other end. Oh, man, that's Albion Harris underneath. Draws the contact, and he's going to the line as he knocks down the shot as well. Reese Jones got 2 quick fouls. He's in foul trouble. And Albion Harris has an opportunity to cut the lead to 4 if he can complete the 3-point play, and he does. Nice play there from Albion Harris. He's got 6. He leads the Rams in scoring. And Jack Runzik brings it ahead with 4:13 to play in the first quarter. Gets it over Webb. Quick 3, right wing. And Webb, nothing but net from the wing.
Oh, man.
He's got 6, and Greenbrier's up by 7 again. On the other end, Glover gives it over to Frederick. To Poindexter. Over to Frederick. Back it goes Glover. Glover wants a 3. Too strong. Rebound to Barentine. Greenbrier up by 7 with 3:50 to play in the first quarter, and Jack Runzik will bring it across the timeline. Over it goes now in the quarter to Reese Jones. Frederick's on him. Down low, bounce past Mathis. Spin move through the lane. Throws it up, no good, and the rebound to Tyree Glover, yeah. Frederick, spin move through the lane. Might have got away with the travel. They kick it out to Poindexter. 3-ball, no good. Reese Jones high to get the rebound. As Noah Hogan going to the scores table to check in, and runs it. Brings it ahead. Over it goes Barentine. Deep 3, right wing. My goodness. If he'd made that one, it's my goodness.
But you got to keep trying. I mean,
if you're hot, you got to keep it. Yeah, nice move there from Poindexter down the baseline. He's got his 5th point of the night. Cuts the lead to 5. That's going to be a player to watch for them. Albion Harris and Seth Poindexter. With under 3 minutes to play in the first quarter now, Jacob Mathis with the basketball. Greenbrier's up by 5 as Damon Criswell heading to the scores table to check in as well. Runzik, ball fake, through the lane, draw some contact, can't finish, no foul called. And I think the crowd wanted a foul, but he went straight up.
He did.
It didn't look like there was enough contact anyway. They got an open look. Albion Harris, 3-ball, no good, but offensive tip back. Poindexter, his 2nd one goes in, and he's got 7, cuts the lead to 3. It's a 1-possession game with 2:25 to play in the first quarter, and Jack Runzik will bring it across the timeline. Over it goes to Webb. Glover's out on him. To Runzik, to Jones. Swing past it to Barentine. Nice ball fake through the lane, and he's blocked out of bounds. That was Wyland Harris with the stuff. It'll go out of bounds. Stay with Greenbrier and some substitutions. My goodness, Greenbrier's bringing in 4. Marcus Robinson, Noah Hogan, Jace Dunlap, and Damon Criswell will come in.
That's the whole bench. I tell you what, we've got kind of got a short bench, don't we?
Greenbrier's going to have to sub somebody else off. There's 6 players out there. What were you saying?
I was saying that was the whole bench. We've kind of got a short bench.
We do. We only have 9, I believe, here.
Yeah, there's 4 players on the bench, and they all came in.
That's going to play a factor down the stretch.
Is it like that is that just all the
No,
teams?
this COVID year. There's a
Gotcha.
foul underneath. That's going to be on Poindexter. It's his first foul. Lakeside's got a couple of new players in. Tavon Johnson, Jamison Craig.
All right, JB. I'm getting word that the scoreboard's missing.
Oh, is it really?
You're going to have to turn it on because I don't know how.
Okay. Let me fix that for you. 17-14 should be able to just put it in like that. There you go.
All right. Sorry if you're watching.
Jace Dunlap knocked down the bucket. And Johnson scores 2, as did Dunlap. It's 19-16, and Dunlap gets his pocket picked by Johnson, and Johnson scores again. It's 19-18. Good thing I was yelling the score out, so at least if you didn't have the scoreboard, you could say, sorry
Yeah.
about that.
Yeah. I just looked down. I didn't even pay attention. I looked down at my phone, and I had messages saying, hey, there's no scoreboard.
It should be back now. Is it up there now?
It is.
Good deal.
It is.
19-18 our score here with 1:39 to play in the first quarter. Greenbrier's lead has been trimmed down to 1. We'll be right back. Lakeside out of the timeout, coming out in a press. Robinson to Dunlap, trying to beat it. They feed it ahead to Webb. Got an open look. Ball fake, draws the contact, and they got to be a foul. Indeed it is. That one's going to be on White. Logan White, who's in the game. That's his first foul, and Bryce Webb will head to the free throw line with 1:28 to play in the first quarter. Anytime you ball fake and you get someone in the air, you're going to get a foul. The ref called it late, so it looked like they were going to get away with one. Webb can't make him pay on the first free throw, though. He'll have one more and an opportunity to extend the lead to 2. Webb gets the second one. And Greenbrier's up by 2 on the other end. Lakeside brings it up quick. They get it to Poindexter. Over it goes to Frederick. Frederick out high to Jamison Craig. Euro step, lob down low to White. Turnaround shot, no good. Noah Hogan the rebound. 1:12 to go in the first quarter. They get it ahead to Webb. Over it goes to Dunlap, to Marcus Robinson. Robinson thought about driving. Now he brings it out high. Over it goes to Noah Hogan to Jace Dunlap. Under a minute to play in the first quarter. Webb nearly threw it away, but Hogan saved it. Now he picks up his dribble, bounce pass to Criswell, tipped out of bounds, and it'll stay with Greenbrier with 51 seconds to play in the first quarter.
Boy, a lot of scoring for one quarter, isn't it?
Yeah, no kidding. It really has. As Jordan Mills will check into the game off the bench. It's his first time into the game. As Bryce Webb will inbounds. He'll get it in to Jace Dunlap. Dunlap brings it across the timeline to Damon Criswell. Over it goes to Robinson. Looking to drive. Bounce pass underneath. Dunlap stolen away by White. Craig will bring it ahead for the Rams. Kicks it over. Or rather, that was Tavon Johnson out to Craig, and he drains the 3. Lakeside's got the lead. That's Johnson's 7th point. Greenbrier's down by a point. Trying to break across the timeline. Johnson's on him. Kick it out. Noah Hogan. Open 3. Right corner, and he drains it. Noah Hogan gives Greenbrier the lead back. They're up by 2. It's 23-21. And like you said, Matt, it's been a lot of scoring with 10 seconds to go in the first quarter. Johnson going to try to hold for the final shot. Dribble drive, kicks it out. Jamison Craig, wide open 3, no good. Battle for the board. Criswell's got it. And that is how the first quarter will end.
Could have called a foul right there on the end.
They very well could have.
Criswell caught one in the face there.
Well, not a bad quarter all in all. Greenbrier led by 7 at one point. Let Lakeside kind of creep back in a little bit.
See if I can get this where we can get all the cheerleaders in here. There we go.
Looks good. Yeah, 23-21.
Yeah.
A high-scoring quarter, really.
How many threes did we hit? 5 or 6?
Let me see if I can find the number. 6. We hit 6 threes in that
That's
first
impressive.
quarter. Yeah.
Even more impressive is how many we didn't make.
Oh, yeah.
You know, you typically, if you're going to hit 6 threes, you got to shoot the ball 18 times to do it.
And we really didn't shoot a whole lot.
No,
really.
I thought we missed maybe 2 or 3.
Now, the thing you have to know going forward is you're not going to shoot like that throughout the
No,
night.
you're not.
You got to find other ways to
gotta
score.
But
Right.
I think when they're outmatched with size like they are tonight, you're going to score what you can.
Oh, without a doubt.
Mm-hmm.
And it's going to come in threes like that. Hopefully, it'll open up some space down low for some down low presence. As we mentioned, Josh Robinson and Bryce Allison and Thomas Kendall are out tonight. So the big man down low is really going to be Jacob Mathis and Damon Criswell a little bit. With the second quarter underway, Jack Runsick with the basketball. Greenbrier's up by 2. Looking to extend the lead to a 2-possession game. Reese Jones ball fake. Thought about driving. He'll hand it off to Runsick. Looking to drive. Mills on him. Give it over to Criswell. Ball fake. Back up top it goes to Barentine. And Tavon Johnson's out on him. That's going to be a charge. That's the right call. I mean,
It is. It is. Hate to see it.
You know, it was one of those things where, like, man, was it enough to get the call?
Yeah, I think you got him pretty good. You know, the longer you hold on to the ball, which the more opportunity for something like that to happen. But
that's very true.
But you got to find an open shot.
As the offensive board there from Albion Harris back in the game couldn't finish.
Now I don't think that was a foul.
They're going to get Jones for the foul, and that's going to be his 3rd foul.
His back was to her. I don't know how she saw that.
Wow. So Logan White will go to the line to shoot a pair. It's 23-21. If you look back to that call on Barentine, though, like you said, when you hold on to the ball that long, it's always you're kind of incriminating yourself because it's like, hey, I can't get any separation. I've got to create myself some, and they'll call that. You won't get away with it as much if you just got the basketball. Second free throw's up, and Logan White gets them both. We're tied at 23. So White knocks down both free throws. And Bryce Webb will come back into the game. Reese Jones will take a breather. Jack Runsick will bring it across the timeline with 7:10 to play until halftime, and he's fouled out high. Jordan Mills with the foul. That's their fourth team foul. Both teams have 4 with 7:08 to play in the half. And Jack Runsick will bring it across the timeline. Through the lane. Lays it up and in. Nice play, Runsick. But Lakeside quick to bring it up. That's Tavon Johnson with the basketball. He gives it over to Albion Harris. Back it goes to Tavon Johnson. Looking to drive. A little bit out of control, and he walked.
That's a good call. You know, that last layup we made there, that's what we're going to do. We're going to attack the basket.
Penetrate.
We can't sit under the goal and play with them.
That's exactly right.
We're going to have to attack the basket and get fouled or make a layup.
Right, and not only we're not going to be able to sit down low, we're not also going to be able to shoot our way through with threes.
Nah.
We're going to have to find other ways to
score.
score.
At some point, you're not going to be that hot.
That's right. Well, and they're going to adjust to how you're scoring. So Jack Runsick brings it up, 25-23. Greenbrier's up by 2, back behind the back dribble, kicks it out. Mathis, top of the key 3, and he drains it. Jacob Mathis with a 3. He's got 5, and Greenbrier's up by 8. Or excuse me, by 5. They get it over to Albion Harris. Barentine's on him. Nearly got away with a carry there. They give it to Frederick. Over, wide open. Tavon Johnson, 3 ball, but he traveled first. Shot didn't go anyways. Greenbrier would have got the board, but it's a turnover there for Lakeside with 6:16 to play in the first quarter. Greenbrier up by 5. And Jack Runsick will bring it up across the timeline. Tavon Johnson on him. Mathis with the basketball now. Looking to drive. Nice spin move through the lane.
Surely.
Draws the contact, but he couldn't finish.
That's a good boom by Jacob there.
He is shifty, isn't he?
He is.
Wyland Harris fouled him. That's his first foul, but that's the 5th team foul on Lakeside, and Mathis got an opportunity to shoot 2 from the charity stripe. First one's up and good from Jacob. He's got 6 tonight. He'll have 1 more coming right here. Got them both. Nicely done. Mathis extends the lead to 7. And a timeout on the court with 6:03 to play until halftime. Greenbrier's up by 7. Stick around. We'll be right back. As we come back out of the timeout, Lakeside with 6 minutes to play until halftime. It'll be Tyler Frederick who brings it up. He's a sophomore for them. Gives it over to Seth Poindexter back in the game. Dribble drive through the lane, draw some contact, and he's going to the line. Nice play by Poindexter. He's got 9. Mathis picks up the foul. It's his first foul. Poindexter an opportunity to complete the three-point play. Couldn't do it, and Bryce Webb high to get the rebound. They get it out to Jack Runzik, and Runzik will bring it across the timeline. Gives it over to Jacob Mathis. Baseline drive through the lane. Ball stripped away, and Lakeside's out of there with it. That's Tyree Glover. He's a senior. Over it goes to Frederick. Wide open three. Harris couldn't finish. And battle for the board. Webb's got it. Nice done. Nicely job there.
Yeah, that was a good board.
For Webb, battling for that one. Greenbrier's up by 5 with 5:20 to play until halftime. We want to remind you at half we'll talk to Coach Edmondson, our player of the game, so stick around for that. Webb, corner three. Too strong. Rebound to Poindexter for Lakeside. Looking to push. Ahead it goes Frederick. Right wing. Didn't have numbers. Now he drives baseline. Feeds it to Poindexter. Lost the handle, and Criswell's out of there with it.
Panthers are playing great defense right now.
They really are,
getting
yeah.
their hands in there.
That's going to be a point of emphasis down the stretch. If they're going to really find a way to win this ball game, got to play good defense against a good Lakeside team. Jay Stunlap with a basketball. Poindexter and Harris on him, and Barentine. The pass, he saves it. Back it goes to Runzik. One more to Webb. Open look. Right corner three, no good, and Poindexter another board. Gives it over to Tyler Frederick, and he's across the timeline. Crossover dribble. 16-footer from the baseline, no good, and rebound to Bryce Webb. Jack Runzik will bring it up for our Panthers. Kicks it over to Nate Barentine. Picks up his dribble, trying to go cross-court feed to Mathis. Got him to Runzik. One more pass tipped and stolen away. Glover out of there with it. All the way other end, and Glover finishes. Glover's got his first points of the night. Greenbrier's up by 3, and we'll be right back out of this timeout. So out of the timeout with 3:54 to play until halftime. Greenbrier's up by 3 as Noah Hogan and Jay Dunlap are in the game. Hogan's got it now on the right wing after the feed from Dunlap. Barentine out high over to Webb. Now goes to Dunlap. Ball fake, over it goes Webb. Lakeside's in a 3-2 zone. And Barentine trying to drive, draw some contact. What's the call? It's going to be a foul on Poindexter. That's his second foul. 6th team foul for Lakeside, so Greenbrier will be in the bonus the rest of the half.
Got to make free throws, JB.
You do. There's Noah Hogan on the baseline. I guess they need one more for the
I guess so, yeah.
Barentine inside the arc. Jump shot won't go, and Alvion Harris, the rebound, hands it off to Tavon Johnson. Johnson driving. Nice move. Lost his control, and he traveled. Tough break there. He had good penetration. You know, he's a quick kid. Got down low, just lost his footing. That's a travel. Greenbrier up by 3 with 3:18 to play until halftime. And Barentine gets it ahead to Criswell. Greenbrier coming into the matchup 2-4. Lakeside 6-1. Noah Hogan with the basketball. Over it goes to Barentine. To Criswell. Over it goes Bryce Webb now, right wing. Looking for a ball screen. Harris playing out on him. Hogan gives him a screen. Back it goes Hogan. Kicks it out to Dunlap. Nice defense there from Johnson. They got Barentine open, though. Right wing 3, no good. Hogan the board. He tried to throw it off of Wyland Harris, but Lakeside comes out of there with it. Wyland Harris, 3-ball in transition, and he got it. We're tied at 30.
It was a good idea by Noah. It just didn't get the right bounce.
That's right. Wyland Harris has got 4, and we're tied at 30. Nearly threw that away. Barentine now, and that one's nearly tipped away. Over in the corner to Webb, ball fake. Nice defense there from Lakeside. Ball fake from Dunlap underneath, and he lays it in. Dunlap's got 4. He's a sophomore, gives Greenbrier a 2-point lead. On the other end, they got an open look from Frederick, but he traveled with the basketball.
They've traveled several times.
The refs are calling it every time. Yep. 32-30 our score with 2:08 to play until halftime. Matt, you missing football?
Well, you know, JB, I've still been going to football games.
That's right. You miss Greenbrier football, I guess I
do
should
miss
say.
Panther football. Yeah, I do. You know, with the podcast, we're doing a game of the week every week, but this week will be the last one because this is the
last ones to play, yeah.
And actually, I don't know that we're going to go to one this week. There's 2 in War Memorial, but Clint has a football camp this weekend, so that may keep me from going.
Well, that's sometimes what you got to do. Underneath.
Got to be dad.
That's right. As Harris missed through the lane and Greenbrier the rebound. Up by 4 with 1:30 to play. Over it goes to Webb. 3 balls too strong. Criswell tried to get the board. It'll be out of bounds off of Damon.
Good effort.
It really was. And Tavon Johnson will inbound for the Rams. Over it goes to Alvon Harris. He'll tip it back to Tavon Jones. And goodness, I keep calling him Jones. Tavon Johnson across the timeline. Free throw line jumper. Nice look there from Johnson, and he drains it. He's got 9 for Lakeside. Cuts the lead to 2. It's back to a 1-possession game. And Dunlap bringing it ahead. Hands it off to Bryce Webb. Looks for a screen out high. Nice feed to Criswell. Trying to back his way in. Bounce pass to Dunlap. Back it goes to Webb with under a minute to play until halftime. Barentine driving through the lane. Right-hand floater. Got it.
Good move there by Nate.
He's got 7, and Greenbrier's back up by 4. As Johnson gives it over to Frederick. Alvion Harris with the basketball now. Free throw line, jump shot, no good, and Noah Hogan the rebound. That one might have been forced a little bit. And Greenbrier will bring it up with 30 seconds to play until halftime. Might be holding for the final shot.
Yeah, I think I would.
Oh, me too. You're up by 4. You want to keep it at least 4, maybe add a little bit more to it. Nearly threw that one away. Webb out there, but a nice defense from Alvion Harris with 15 seconds to play until halftime. Dunlap the basketball. 10 seconds to play now. Barentine with it. Crossover dribble. Looking to drive out of control. Stolen away by Harris. Not what you wanted. Other end through the lane, and he's fouled by Criswell. That was not a smart foul there from Criswell as Harris nearly completed
They just called tie ball.
Did they really?
Yeah, they did.
Wow. Not going to lie, and this you can look back maybe later after the game. It looked like Criswell pushed it.
They got it in the face, it looked like, too.
Catch a break there, Criswell.
Yeah, we did. Definitely called a break there. And Lakeside fans not real happy about it.
Yeah, and I don't blame them.
No,
I don't blame them at all. You know, I try not to be a homer son, but I do root for Greenbrier. And
sure.
You watch them, it's like, man, that definitely looked like it was one. With 2 seconds, they get it inbounds. 3 from Johnson. Good look, and he got it.
Wow. Good shot.
My goodness.
Good shot.
You know, you look at Johnson throughout the game. He was big in the first half. He had 12. He leads all scorers. Cuts the lead to a 1-point game, but how about that? A halftime buzzer beater. And that's about how that one goes. We're going to hit a break. When we come back, we'll talk to Coach Edmondson and our player of the game. Stay with us. Well, welcome back inside the PAV. We have our player of the game from the girls matchup, Emma Ream. Emma, how are you doing?
Good.
Good deal. So, first off, congrats on the win against a good Lakeside team. Y'all are 8-0. As we were looking back, this is the best start that y'all have had in really all the history that we have recorded so far. Talk to us a little bit about how cool that is being a part of a team like that.
It really is. I mean, we had a pretty good team last year, pretty solid, and I mean, we weren't sure how it was going to be this year coming into this year with our height difference and everything.
Sure.
But I mean, I think it's just the persona of our team this year is we really work good together, our quickness and our speed. So it's really fun to be a part of a fast game like that.
Sure. Y'all are resilient, too. I mean, to start out 8-0, that's very, very impressive. Talk to us a little bit about your performance tonight. You scored 12 points. You know, y'all play a fast-paced offense. Usually off of a miss, y'all are pushing to score. Has that really affected your game a lot, I guess, coming in, being able to put up a lot of points?
It has changed it a lot. I mean, especially on defense with our turnovers and stuff, us being able to get up and pressure them a lot. Most of my scores last year weren't from transition and points like that, but this year it's mostly all from that.
Sure.
Stills.
Last question I have for you. I was talking to you a little bit about your game. Not only can you shoot the three, but you can also create your own shot, dribble, drive. You were at the free throw a lot tonight, drawing some contact. Just talk to us about your game, how that has improved, and maybe how Coach Edmondson's helped you get a little bit better.
Right. I think this year we have a lot more freedom, and so that gives us a lot of opportunities to just drive to the rim and everything. Alex in there gives us a lot of opportunities for the three, so that helps a lot too. But, yeah, just the way we work this year is gives us a lot of opportunities for driving and threes.
Well, you're doing well. Congrats on the win. Excited to see you play the rest of the season and next year. All right, that was Emma Ream. We're going to talk to Coach Edmondson now. Coach, how you doing?
Feel pretty good right now.
I'll bet.
To be honest with you. Feel pretty good.
That was a pretty impressive win against the Lakeside team. Y'all are 8-0. I talked to Emma about that. Talk to us about just y'all's start this year. It's been the best in very recent years for this Greenbrier program.
Yeah, well, we're in a really good spot right now, and we're playing well. You know, they just play so well together, and I know I've said that a lot, but they're just so fun to watch when they can get out and run and transition, and they're unselfish. They make the extra pass. They guard really well, and I just feel like we're in a really good spot moving forward. You know, our conference is going to be loaded. There's going to be tough teams coming in every night, and but we're heading in the right direction. And so I feel really good.
8-0, I'd say so, yeah.
But
so, you know, question about the starting lineup, and you know, Phil, however you want to comment on this, you started with Hopper tonight instead of Betts. What was kind of the mindset going in there?
Right. Well, you know, some things outside of Michaela's control. She was unable to be at practice yesterday.
Okay.
And so we went ahead and started with Ashton Hopper, and Ashton came in and did a really good job. She scored some in transition there, got some big rebounds, did well offensively. And, you know, Michaela stepped in, and without missing a beat, she hit 2 big threes there in the second quarter, I believe, and just kind of got going once she got in there. And so the girls responded well to that. You know, it was kind of out of her control, but looking forward, we're back to normal, and we're ready to go. So
Sweet. Well, you know, looking at y'all's scores, you know, you have a very evenly distributed, you know, on the scores column. Griffin had 14, Ream 12, Betts had 10. Myatt had 7, Newland had 6, and Hopper had 5. There's not really one just over-dominant score. You've got a lot of weapons this year.
Right, and that's kind of been the story here these last few games is how balanced we've been. You know, after we came back from Thanksgiving, you know, you look at every game, we've got 4 girls in double figures and 1 that's flirting with it. And so if we can stay this balanced offensively, you know, it makes us a lot tougher to guard. It opens up those driving lanes, which we like so much. And it opens up Alex a little bit more too inside. Sure,
and I think going off of that, it forces the other team to get in foul trouble. And that was really the theme of really the second quarter and on, because Lakeside led 13-7 after the first quarter. They really didn't get in a whole lot of foul trouble until a little bit later on. What did you guys do, you know, to alter that a little bit? What adjustments did you make to cause that?
Well, you know, that first quarter I never felt like we had much of a flow. You know, offensively it just looked kind of stagnant, and we knew they were going to kind of pack the lane in, and they made it crowded for Alex all night long, which opened up some other things. But we just didn't have very good flow offensively. But our defense turned into our offense in the second quarter. We got some steals. We were able to run out in transition. Got playing back at the pace that we want to play at, and it really, we had a really big second quarter, and a lot of it started with the defense.
Right. Well, and I feel like y'all are at your best when your defense is creating the points.
Right. And, if we can get out in transition, that's kind of been our bread and butter here lately is getting points off of turnovers, points off of those long rebounds,
right?
And using our speed and our athleticism to beat people down the floor, and it's worked out really well so far.
Well, I wanted to mention a little bit, too, of when Newland got into foul trouble late in the game, I think we saw a little bit, maybe a concern for you, as the coach, with Carly being out as well.
Right.
They started feeding the bucket. He got 6 points pretty quick there, and I believe it was in the fourth quarter, started trimming away at the lead. I think the lead was pretty much intact at that point, but however, looking forward to, future games, when you don't have that big, the big post player down low, it affects things a little bit.
Right, and she's a really good player, and we kind of had her circled on the game plan from the get-go, and she had a big game against us last year. But, Ashton did a good job fronting it, but they did a good job making some lob passes in there to her. And we kind of slowed it down offensively a little bit to try to slow down the game a little bit and take some time off the clock. But Ashton did a good job in there fronting her, and we just got to do the best we can because we are about as we're not going to be bigger than anybody. We don't have much size, but we've got a lot of athleticism, a lot of speed, and we just have to get creative with how we guard in there. So.
Especially when you're running fast-paced like that, getting other teams in foul trouble, it seems to help. Last question I got for you. Yep. Y'all got BB on Friday. Do you know much about them heading into that one?
They basically have the same group they had last year. I think they lost one girl from last year's team, which we look a lot the same too. But, it was a 4-point game, and we went 2 BB last year. When they came to us, we beat them by 1. So, I'm expecting a close game. They got everybody back, so they have a lot of experience on the floor. So it'll be a good test for us because we've been at home, here 4 games in a row. So we're back on the road for another good test.
Well, thank you so much, Coach Edmondson. Thanks for your time, and congrats on the win.
Thanks. Appreciate it.
Well, here we are, start of the second half. Reese Jones with the basketball here, 7:48 to play, and
I just threw my headset down there.
I muted it just in time so they didn't have to hear it. I'm holding in the laughter a little bit. Sean's going to kill me. Bryce Webb with the basketball, though, with 7:34 to play in this third quarter. And a drive through the lane there was Mathis, but looks like there's going to be a foul on Poindexter.
I guess I better start running the camera, too. All right. Y'all bear with me. I'm special.
Actually, it's going to be on Wyland Harris, the second foul. What'd you say?
I guess I better start running the camera, too.
That'd probably help. Bryce Webb with the basketball. We apologize for all the difficulty. We're short man tonight. Matt doesn't even do basketball, so we're gracious.
I promise if you hear me on a basketball game, you're a short man. Although the podcast that we do, we're fixing to start basketball, so I better get used to it.
That's right. Well, you will not be an unfamiliar face by the time it's all said and done.
Oh, no.
Reese Jones to shoot a pair, and he knocks down the first free throw. It's the first points of the second half. He'll have one more coming right here. It's up and good, and he's got 8. The foul was on Tyree Glover. Greenbrier's up by 3. It's still a one-possession ball game. And Frederick lobs it down to Wyland Harris, gives it over to Poindexter. Open 3, Albion Harris for the tie, no good. Reese Jones the rebound with 7:05 to play in the third quarter. Jack Runzig will bring it up. Crossover dribble, gives it over to Jacob Mathis. Bounce pass to Jones near the corner. Over it goes. Barentine. Left wing 3. In and out, no good. It was a good look, though.
Yeah, it was.
Just couldn't get it to go down. Frederick with the basketball now for the Rams. Over right wing. Runzig's on him. Greenbrier's in a 2-3 zone. Over it goes. Poindexter. Lob down low to Wyland Harris. Through the baseline. That might be a char. Well, let's see if the call is. It's going to be on Barentine. It's a hold. Oh, it's on Jacob Mathis, rather. They inbounds to Poindexter. He battles through and lays it in. He's got 11. Cuts the lead to 1. Sorry, that was on Barentine. That foul was on Barentine. That's his second.
I got one on there, too.
So the foul's on Frederick for Lakeside there. That's his first. It'll be inbound on the baseline. Jack Runzick will be the trigger man with 6:17 to play in the third quarter. Lakeside's got 3 fouls, and Race Jones got to be careful. Throwing his arms a little bit. Not sure what the call is. Wow, they called the foul on Harris down underneath. And Runzick will inbounds. Gets it into Barentine. Floating through the lane. Won't go. And Harris knocks it away, and he gets the rebound as well. Kicks it ahead to Frederick. Looking to drive. Jump step from the high post. No good. Poindexter the rebound, though, and he keeps him, gives them another possession. Ball fake. Shot from Poindexter, no good. Jacob Mathis the rebound, gives it to Dunlap. Greenbrier with a basketball up by 1 with 5:51 to go. Jacob Mathis tried to find Bryce Webb, but Tyler Frederick with a steal. Lobs it down low to Poindexter, blocked away by Runzick. It'll be out of bounds, stay with Lakeside. But nice defense there from Jack Runzick.
Yeah, good block.
Underneath, Poindexter had position 2 underneath. Looked like it was going to be an easy layup, but Runzick had other ideas. And a jump shot from inside the arc there from Glover, no good, and Greenbrier pulls down the board. 5:30 to play in the third quarter. Runzick gets it ahead to Barentine. Open look for Jones. Nice Euro step through the lane, and he finishes.
Wow, good move. Great move.
He's got 10. Greenbrier's back up by 3. Tyler Frederick, the basketball, gives it over to Alvion Harris. Back it goes to Frederick, to Glover. In the corner now to Poindexter. Nice ball fake, dribble drive, step back inside the arc, and he drains it.
That's a good shot.
That was.
That's the shot you want to make them take.
Poindexter's got 13. He leads all scorers. Tavon Johnson's got 12. 40-39. Lakeside's cut the lead back to 1. They haven't led in a while. Jacob Mathis off to Barentine. Driving through the lane, a little bit out of control, and the foul is going to be on Lakeside. Be on Alvion Harris, and Nate Barentine will go to the free throw line. Shoot a pair. With 4:48 to play in the third quarter, Barentine trying to earn some from the charity stripe, in and out on the first one. Got to hit your free throws.
Yeah, you do. You did a good job getting down in there and forcing the foul and just getting it thrown up to get to the line. Just got to make those free throws.
Second one's in. Got that one. Extends the lead back up to 2. It's 41-39. Barentine's got 8. As Tavon Johnson's back in the game, he's the second leading scorer on their lineup. To Johnson, over it goes to Glover. He'll hand it back off to Tavon Johnson, right wing. Back it goes to Glover. To Poindexter. Right wing, Alvion Harris. Ball fake. Back it goes up top of the key to Tavon Johnson. Spin move through the lane. Little floater, one hand. In and out, no good. It was a good look there. Good shot from Johnson, but couldn't fall. Jack Runzick will bring it across the timeline with 4:16 to play in the third quarter. Johnson's out on him as Noah Hogan heads to the scorer's table. They get it over to Barentine. He'll start to drive. Back it goes, top of the key to Runzick. Over now it goes to Jacob Mathis. Now to Reese Jones. Looking to drive through the lane, off the glass, no good, but he's going to the line. Foul's going to be on Lakeside. That's on Wyland Harris, his third foul, and Reese Jones heading to the line to shoot a pair. He's got 10 on the night. He leads Greenbrier in the scoring column. Trying to add to it right here. First free throw's up, no good. So the best he can do is extend it to a three-point game as Noah Hogan subs in for Jacob Mathis. And Logan White comes in for the Rams. Wyland Harris will take a seat in foul trouble with 3 fouls. Reese Jones' second free throw coming up right here. Missed them both. Not what you wanted to see there. Jones has 10, so he's done well. Just want to see you hit the free throws. They left Alvion Harris alone on the 3 there. Couldn't hit. Nate Barentine the rebound, and he's fouled. Not a smart foul. That might be on Alvion Harris, and indeed it is. That's his third personal. And it's the 7th team foul. Greenbrier is going to the line to shoot a 1-and-1. this is big for Greenbrier down the stretch because they're going to be bonus the rest of the way.
Well, you look, there was twos pretty much all the way across on all their big men. Now you're starting to see them three fouls, starting to get a little trouble there.
Right, and you know Coach Simmons has probably emphasized that is to get them in foul trouble. If you're going to have a chance, got to be aggressive, and Greenbrier has been. Barentine an opportunity to make it a two-possession game. Knocks down the first free throw. It's a three-point game now. Barentine earns the bonus.
If we can get them in trouble and get these big guys playing soft, that'll be to our advantage for sure.
No doubt about it. Second free throw's up and good from Barentine, and Greenbrier's up by 4. I'm sure that's going to be the game plan.
Sure.
It's definitely talked about as they get it to Poindexter out high over to Tavon Johnson. Glover with it now, ball fake, hands it back off to Tavon Johnson. He's got 12 tonight. And they'll get it back up top to Tyree Glover with 3:28 to play in the third quarter. Johnson, ball fake, dribble, drive, spin move, back it out, Glover. 3-ball right wing, no good. Battle for the board. Criswell's out of there with it. He might have, let's see what the call is. Call jump ball. He might have got away with a walk when every time he's
But I don't know that he ever really had it.
That's very true. If he had the ball, it would be, but if he didn't,
absolutely.
yeah. And again, the refs are down there. They have a better look, so that's going to be their call anyways as the timeout's on the court. We'll keep it right here, though.
Yeah, Panthers, man, you know, you saw them come out and make all those threes and get a lead, and you just kept wondering, are they going to be able to keep it? Are they going to be able to keep it? And they just kind of keep making it happen.
No, you're not. It's a good point you made because we've even talked about this on the break a little bit. They shot really well early on. You thought it would go away. It has. However, their defense has picked up, and it's allowed them to stay in the game.
That's right. Not been much scoring.
I mean,
on
it was
either side.
That's right. It was 23-21 at the end of the first quarter.
Right.
You look, they haven't scored that much in either the quarters combined thus far. And Jones.
Nice.
Nice play. He throws it off of Poindexter. Out of bounds.
She's going to say he was standing on the line.
You've got to be kidding me. Wow.
She is, oh, my word.
That's a tough call. I mean, she's got a good look down there, I guess. But it looked like it was in from this angle, and it's easy to say that from up here, but my goodness.
Well, she made some calls in the girls' game that made that one look good.
Oh, goodness. Tyree Glover with the basketball. Lakeside's got another possession. They get it out to Craig. Over now it goes to Glover behind the back dribble. Gives it over to Craig. They try to double team. Criswell tried to steal it, but Poindexter saved it. They got Tavon Johnson. He's been big all night, and he's big again. 3-ball in the corner. He's got 15, and it's a 1-point game. Lakeside trying to get in the press, and they call a block on Johnson.
That's the right call. That's the right call.
That means free throws for Greenbrier. However, you know what's not good is that's just Johnson's first foul. He leads the game in scoring 15.
And he's quick.
And he wasn't even a starter. He's come off the bench. He's a junior for them. He's done well. But Barentine got an opportunity to extend the lead to 3 if he can knock down both free throws. It's just a 1-and-1. First free throw's up. Got it. Barentine drains that one. He's got 11. He'll have one more as he earns the bonus. With 2:41 to play in the third quarter. Barentine. Free throws up. Got that one too. He's got 12 on the night. Extends the lead to 3. Still a one-possession game with Tavon Johnson bringing it across the timeline. He gives it over to Tyree Glover. Kicks it out to Poindexter. Poindexter's been big too. He drives through the lane. Left-hand floater. No good. Criswell the rebound. He gives it over to Runzik. Barentine with it now across the timeline. Bounce pass to Runzik to Reese Jones. He pulls the trigger. Right wing 3. No good. Rebound comes away. Jamison Craig pulls it down. Over it goes to Tyree Glover. Looking to drive through the lane. Foul is on the floor.
JB, don't you think that with this team here, we want to slow them down?
Oh, no doubt. They're a fast team.
Yeah.
They score best in transition, which is why they've moved to a full-court press to try to force turnovers, quick points. Yeah. That was Reese Jones' 4th foul, by the way, so he's in foul trouble the rest of the way. They get it into Glover, and he puts it in. That's just his 4th point tonight, but it cuts the lead to 1. Greenbrier ahead to Noah Hogan now as Dunlap and Hogan are in the game. They get it over to Bryce Webb. Ball was tipped away a little bit there by Johnson. Webb over to Criswell with 1:48 to play in the third quarter. Over it goes to Runzik. Poindexter's out on him. As Runzik through the lane, throws up a prayer, no good, and Johnson the rebound looking to push. This is where they like to score, in transition. Over to Glover, thought about a three, drives baseline. Good defense for Greenbrier out of transition, but Poindexter through the lane, shot won't go, and we got a push off underneath off the Lakeside.
All right.
We'll see who the foul's on, but it's going to be free throws again.
You know, that's what I was getting at a while ago, that when we went down the court before, I said that we took a quick shot, and then last one we forced one. I'm just like, seems like we can slow it down. It doesn't matter if it takes 2 minutes to get a shot.
When Jones pulled that three you're talking about?
Yeah, and then this last one we kind of threw one up in the air hoping for a foul. But
Dunlap knocks down the first free throw, so he earns the bonus. The good news for Greenbrier is they're going to be in the double bonus the rest of the way.
That's big. We got some guys that can obviously make some free throws. I jinxed him when I said that.
I did that earlier with Emma Ream in the girls' game. 46-44 as Dunlap couldn't make the second shot, but Lakeside and Katire take the lead on this trip with 1:16 to play in the third quarter. They get it out to Poindexter. Greenbrier's in a 2-3 zone. As Tyree Glover hands it off to Johnson, he pulls a three, and he drains it. He's a good basketball player.
Nothing you can do about that, JB.
That's good defense. And Lakeside's got the lead. It's been their first lead of the half. They're up 47-46 with 55 seconds to play in the third quarter. And like any team, if you're playing a 2-3 zone, in order to score, you got to shoot them out of it. And that's what he did. Hogan, top of the key three. Short won't go. That'd have been big. He had an open look. Tavon Johnson, the basketball with 40 seconds to go. Crossover dribble, jump step from 18, and he got another one. He's got 20.
He's hot right now, JB. He's hot.
He's got 20. It's a three-point game with 30 seconds to play in the quarter.
He's got 20 and 3/4 off the bench.
That's pretty impressive.
It is.
And a foul through the lane on Dunlap. He'll go to the line to shoot too, it looks like.
It's also going to start getting into them pretty good on running out of players if they're not careful.
That's right. Double bonus, so Dunlap will shoot two no matter what. That really may play a big factor down the stretch.
Fourth quarter, yeah.
Missed the first. Got to make your free throws, though, as Dunlap misses that one. Dunlap's got 5 points tonight. An opportunity to make it 6 if he can make this free throw as Jordan Mills enters the game for Lakeside. Logan White will take a seat, as will Poindexter. And Fredericks entered back into the game as well. Dunlap, second free throw coming right here as Marcus Robinson is in for our Panthers, and Dunlap makes the second one. So it's back to a 2-point game as Dunlap has 6 on the night. With 20 seconds to play in the third quarter, Lakeside will probably hold for the final shot. Greenbrier playing in more of a 3-2 zone now. Johnson just jump step, kicks it out, wide open three. Craig, no good with 5 seconds to go. They still got time. Glover throws it up, no good, but the offensive board right before the buzzer. That's Jamison Craig with his first points of the night. And Lakeside's up by 4 at the end of the third quarter. Matt, 3 quarters of basketball are in the books. Lakeside's up by 4. We'll be right back. We're back here in Greenbrier. Panthers are down by 4, Matt.
Yeah, JB, I don't know if this really changes anything, but big thing about this game is we're down by 5. They made a 3 at the halftime buzzer. They make a 2 right there at the buzzer. If we just finish out the quarter.
That's right.
And hold them.
We're up by 1.
Yep.
That's right.
But, hey, down to 4 with this team right now in the fourth quarter.
That's impressive.
Right.
It's a big step in the right direction for Coach Simmons. He knows that. There we go. 8 minutes of basketball left, and it'll all be decided in this quarter as Runjic gets it ahead to Barentine, over to Reese Jones. Gives it over to Mathis. Top of the key. Greenbrier down by 4. Looking to cut into the lead here on this trip. Runjic with the basketball now. Johnson's on him. Nice spin move from Runjic. Gets it out to Webb. 3-ball left wing. In and out. No good.
Oh, he's been so close on so many.
And Johnson will bring it up now for Lakeside. They're looking to slow it down a little bit on this trip. Over it goes down to Tyler Frederick to Tyree Glover. Ball fake. Back up top. That's a 3 from Mills. No good. Johnson high to tip it. Craig pulls down the rebound. And he saves it out to Glover. Right wing 3. It hits the rim. No good. Out of bounds. It'll be off of Lakeside. Nice hustle there from Tyler Frederick, but it's out of bounds. It'll stay with, or it'll go to Greenbrier.
A couple of good looks for him right there they couldn't put down, fortunately for the Panthers.
I was just about to say that. Very fortunate. With 7:05 to play in the game, Runjic brings it up. Greenbrier's down by 4. They've led most of this game, but Lakeside's caught up to them and taken the lead. And there's going to be a foul. Who's that on? That's on Mills. Wow. And guess what? Reese Jones will go to the line to shoot 2. Double bonus the rest of the way. First free throw's up from Jones. In and out, no good.
Got to make him down the stretch.
As Wyland Harris checks back into the game. Jones got an opportunity to make it a one-possession game, though, right here. That one barely goes down. It hit every part of that rim and falls in. Jones has 11 tonight, and it cuts the lead to 3. Tyree Glover brings it up with 6:47 to play in the game. Tyler Frederick with the basketball now. Barentine's on him. They give it over to Craig. Back it goes to Johnson. Got to play tight defense on Johnson. He's a playmaker. They lob it down low. Harris. Spin move through the lane, and they're going to get a hold. It's on Barentine. It's his 3rd foul. I was about to say. I was like, man. And with 6:30 to play, Johnson, nice spin move through the lane. He traveled. That's the call. He traveled with it. A big break for Greenbrier. It almost seems every time Johnson has the basketball here, it's never going to – you just always kind of hold your breath a little bit.
Yeah, it makes you nervous.
And on the other end, Reese Jones just turns it back over.
He's one of those players, watch him, just makes you nervous, if he's on your team or if he's not on your team.
That's right. That's exactly right. He can make plays, and then he turns over here and there, and you're like, oh, no. 6:16 to play. Lakeside the basketball up by 3. Craig trying to lob it down low for Harris, and they're going to get a foul on Jacob Mathis.
I'm just going to guess he probably hadn't come off the bench hitting 20 a game.
What's that?
That number 1, I'm going to guess he probably hasn't come off the bench hitting 20 every game.
Surely not. Wow, that's a foul on Jones, and he just fouled out of the game. Jones just fouled out of the game. And I'll be honest with you, Matt. I brought this up earlier in the game. He's been holding on a lot of guys, getting a little pushy on off plays, and it was kind of one of those things. It was a matter of time. I don't know. I didn't see the play.
I didn't either.
I do know he'd been aggressive on some plays, whether
Coach
that was
not
it or
happy
not.
with it, looks like.
Yeah.
With the call it is.
Yeah. It's tough late in this game. You still got fouls to give. However, you don't want a player like Jones fouling out. Missed coverage underneath, and Glover finishes. They just get fouled too. My goodness.
Yeah, he's definitely not the one you want going out of the game right now.
No. Fouls on Webb. That's his first foul, but Glover's going to the line at an opportunity for a three-point play. Free throws up, and he got it. Glover's got 7. Lakeside's up by 6. Their biggest lead of the night. Runzick, over it goes now to Barentine. Bounce pass right to Tavon Johnson. He'll go coast to coast, lays it in. Johnson's got 22, and looks like Coach Simmons wants a timeout. Lakeside's up by 8, their biggest lead of the night. We'll be right back. Stay with us. Well, Matt, with 5:54 to go, Greenbrier's down by 8. They're still very much in this basketball game, but there's not a lot of room for error going down the stretch.
Now got to score. Got to keep them from it.
Well, here we go. Jack Runzik brings it ahead for our Panthers. They give it off to Jacob Mathis, driving through the lane. Ball tipped away. They get it out to Barentine. Looking to drive through the lane. Nice play off the glass. Couldn't finish. Tipped out to Craig, and Lakeside's got it going the other way. Mathis trying to come from behind. They usually call Wolf on that.
Yeah.
That's what Lakeside was doing. And with 5:25 to play, Lakeside's got the ball and up by 8. Might have got away with a travel there. Down low, ball knocked away by Barentine. Dunlap out of there with it. Looking to push, 3-on-2 break. Kicks it out to Webb for a 3. And he drains it from the right wing. Greenbrier's cut it to 5. Bryce Webb's got 10, a big 3 from the right wing. And with 5 minutes to play, Greenbrier needs to play good defense. They're in a 2-3 zone. They get it over now to Craig. Over it goes to Frederick. To Tavon Johnson. Right wing 3. Off, no good. Dunlap the rebound. Greenbrier looking to push now. Barentine's got it. Down by 5 with 4:44 to go. They get it over to Dunlap. Glover's out high on him. Kicks it over to Mathis. Might have had one more to Runzik. They go to Barentine instead. Looking to drive. Over it goes Mathis. Through the lane. Jump step. Ball's tipped away, and it'll go to Lakeside. That's good defense. Tavon Johnson brings it up. Looking to hand it off. Stolen away, or tipped away by Barentine, but Johnson's going to get it back. Man, if he hadn't fallen down. Frederick. I thought he did get away with that, yeah. He missed a shot, so Runzik will get the rebound with 4:08 to play.
They just need to ask me if they travel.
That's right. Barentine picks up his dribble. They give it over to Mathis. Barentine 3 left wing, no good. Mathis trying to chase down the board but couldn't get it. And Lakeside brings it up. Tavon Johnson, he's earned his minutes tonight. He's got 22. They get it over to Craig. Lob down low. Harris lost the ball. Barentine's got it. Greenbrier's got another possession. Lead court pass to Mathis. Other end. Lays it up, and it's going to be a foul on the floor. That's on Craig, but Jacob Mathis will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, he had one wide open there.
So Jacob Mathis, he's got 7 points tonight. An opportunity to cut the lead to a one-possession game. This would be big, Matt.
Could be huge.
First free throw from Mathis is up. No good. Off the back of the iron. Too strong. Poindexter comes into the game. Looked like he had it lined up. Just a little bit too far on the shot. Second free throw from Mathis coming here. Got that one off the front of the rim and in. So Greenbrier going to be playing more of a press. Down by 4. And Tavon Johnson brings it up. They got it. They beat the press. Down low, Logan White puts it in. He's got 4. It's a 6-point game again. Greenbrier brings it up. Barentine crossover dribble. No foul called. Mathis drives the lane. They're going to call a charge. Wow.
Yeah, that was a bad call. They should have called the block before that anyway.
Sure. That's a foul on Mathis. And here's why I say that's a bad call. There's no circle, and then Coach Simmons just got teed up. And here's why. Here's why I say it's a bad call. And I'm normally not a homer, and you know that. On that drive on the baseline, he was not inside the arc. He was below inside the arc.
That's right.
He's too far underneath the basket.
Yeah.
Definitely had position, but he's too far underneath the basket. That's a charge every time. Frederick's going to go to the line to shoot 2. They'll go to the line. They'll shoot the technical free throws. Frederick's first one's up and good.
If they'd have clogged the block on 1 before that, it wouldn't have mattered.
Sure. You're right. You're right about that.
We'd been at the line with 2.
Definitely a difference in the game as Frederick knocks down both free throws. Lakeside will have the basketball now up by 8. And I'll be honest with you, I really don't blame Coach Simmons there at all.
No, I don't either. You know me, I'm going to get a little fired up on a bad call.
Sure. And it's good for your players to see that, knowing that you're backing them.
That's right.
Well, with 3:12 to go, this game is still very much intact. It's not a This game is still very close. There's still a chance, no question. You just got to play really good defense. The rest of the way, Tavon Johnson over it goes to Craig with 3 minutes to play. Looks like Lakeside's trying to throw the ball around a little bit and waste a little bit of clock. They get it to Craig. Over now it goes to Frederick. Out high to Johnson, and Dunlap's on him with 2:46 to play. Now Johnson looking to drive. Hands it off to Frederick, and they're all looking to slow it down a little bit more. Out to Craig, ball fake. They've wasted 20 seconds off the clock. Frederick, spin move through the lane, a little bit out of control.
You see him slide about a foot?
It did, yeah. Thought he might have got away with a walk there. They got him open again through the lane. They're going to call a foul. It's on Barentine,
and it was a foul.
It was. The only thing I thought is
missed about 4 calls before that.
That's right.
I mean, you know.
It's a foul on Matthew. That's his third, and I will say that on that jump step when he came in,
yeah,
you got to hit with both feet at the same time twice. That first one looked like he took 2 steps.
He did.
Might have got away with a walk, yeah. And then a walk before that, too.
Slid.
That's right.
He was on skis before that.
60-52. Frederick knocks down the free throw.
At the line is number 3, Tyler Frederick.
Frederick's got one more. This will make it a 10-point game. Got them both. So Lakeside's up by 10, and timeout on the court. Looks like Coach Simmons wants a timeout. We'll keep it here. With 2:20 to play in the basketball game, we do want to thank you guys for tuning in with us. We want to thank our sponsors, American Safeguard Insurance, First Security. Yeah, I mean, you work there, Matt. That's right. It's got to be you and Matt Wilcox. I was thinking, Cooper he seems pretty athletic. He didn't want to go the basketball route.
No, he's not. I think he's focusing on football.
I think that's fair. He's pretty talented.
He likes to play basketball, but I think that
quarterback's where it's at.
Yeah, he's just the time of year.
Sure.
Time of year.
Well, he's a darn good one, too.
He is.
Definitely would not be surprised to see him playing at the next level at all.
I think that's the plan. You know, his huddle highlights video is out now, and man, I watched it a few times, and I tell you, he's got the ability to play at the next level. I think with a good senior season, he could even be a D1 player.
Sure. He's definitely talented enough for
it. And I'm a little biased, but, you know.
Well, when you see a kid like him play, and he plays at the 5A level, 5A West.
And he can run and throw.
That's right.
You know, if he could just throw a good ball, couldn't run, or vice versa, you might not think that. But, I mean, he can throw and run, and he's fast.
Bryce Webb, 3 on the other end, no good. Lakeside the rebound. And with 2:06 to play, Lakeside looking to pull away here late in the game. They lob down low to White. Foul from behind. That's Webb. And I think it's going to be on Webb. Indeed it is. That's his second foul, and it looks like Logan White's going to the free throw line. Here's what you don't want to see down the stretch. Lakeside's up by 10. It was close throughout. This is where the game gets a little chippy. You've already had a technical foul. Bad calls normally generate that.
That's right. That's right.
And don't get me wrong. There's always going to be bad calls in every game. Sometimes it's
I just don't like the ones against us.
Well, sure, and when they happen late in the game.
Right. You're right.
You know what I mean? And, again, I'm not one to be a homer at all, but I understand, really, this happens when it's a late in the game calls, when calls are bad late in the game. Because there's always going to be some, like I said. 64-52 is Lakeside's up by 12. Barentine driving through the lane, and he's fouled. I'll be honest, I didn't see that one.
I didn't either. Oh, whistle happy.
They are, and here's another point. It's kind of like in any sport. Once you kind of generate and you've started calling fouls to a certain standard, you got to keep up to it.
Well, what drives me nuts more than anything with an official or referee, it's calling a call on a play that's not your call.
That's right. That's right.
You know, that's like him calling that technical a while ago. Let the guy that's getting chewed at call it. He's the one that decides when it's enough.
That's right. That's right.
You know, you don't decide for me when I've had enough.
That's right. He may have been just listening to hear him out and say, hey, I hear you.
That's right. But he's over here calling technical. You know, he may have deserved it, but let the guy call it that he's chewing at.
And like you mentioned earlier, as that second free throw's missed, the point of the game is not going to be lost based off of these refs, obviously.
Sure.
It's going to be the late quarter defense and then missing free throws. As Poindexter puts it in on the other end, he's got 15. Barentine brings it up.
Well, I really think the true story here.
That's not a good call.
That's a terrible call, and I think depth is the story here.
Wow.
She's terrible. I hate to be that way.
Well,
but she's just not good at,
and she's had some good calls down the stretch. However, that one, he wasn't even in position.
That was a great dunk.
Harris tried to slam it down.
I told you you're going to regret having me out here.
Barentine left wing three, no good. Marcus Robinson high to get the board. Nope, but White's out of there with it. 1:04 to go. Greenbrier's down by 14. Good to see Dunlap and Brunswick playing tight defense. Barentine playing tight, and he fouls him.
Hey, let me tell you. Hey, well, here's the way I feel. If the coach thinks she's terrible, I can think she's terrible.
That's some good logic there, man.
Hey, I mean,
they might come up here and tee you up here.
They might.
Oh, goodness. But all in all, it's been a fun game. Lakeside's they played like the better team tonight. They really have, and that's why they're winning the game.
They're deep, man. They're big, they're physical, they're fast, and they're deep. I think that the big difference, like I said a while ago, difference in this game is depth.
Oh, without a question. As they're up by 16 now with 57 seconds to go, Lakeside has played well, and they're going to improve to 7-1 on the year. Greenbrier will drop to 2-5. As Dunlap, deep three left wing, in and out, no good. Noah Hogan in there to get the rebound, and he's going to be fouled. That might have been a makeup call.
Yeah, well, because, it wasn't a foul.
It
was a jump ball.
Goodness. That's what I'm saying. Or potentially a travel if they don't call the jump, know. So, goodness. Hogan will take it. He'll go to the free throw line to shoot a pair. First one's up, too short off the front of the rim, no good. As Jordan Mills will enter the game back in, and Logan White will take a seat. It's going to be a tough loss no matter what for our Panthers. They played well. They really did. So Hogan misses the second one, and Mills the rebound. It's going to be fouled by Hogan, and that's the right call. He doesn't get the ball. It's not even a bad foul either. He's going to the free throw line.
That's right. Hey, we were the better team for almost 3 quarters.
We were.
Yeah.
This fourth quarter, we were only down by 4, but we've only scored 5 points in the quarter, and that's going to kill any team. Yeah.
And that's where you see the difference in the depth.
That's right. But it's been a fun night, no question, as Jordan Mills gets into the scoring column with his first points of the night. 69-52.
Losing Jones there, that was a big deal.
Sure. It affected the game down the stretch. Has done that. Pulls up deep three again, no good. Out of bounds, it'll be off of Lakeside. So Greenbrier will maintain possession with 27 seconds to go in the basketball game. They're going to lose tonight, but you like to see the fight, no question. Down by 17. Brunswick trying to inbounds. Lobs it in for Marcus Robinson.
Wing jump.
He drives through the lane. Nice play.
Get in there.
He finishes.
Like to see him rewarded with that much effort.
No doubt about that.
Nobody saw it, though, because I didn't have the camera.
That's all right. This game is over by now anyway, but we did want to mention that, it's been a tough night. A steal there for Brunswick with 3 seconds to go. He might not get a shot off. Shot won't go, and that's how it's going to end. So Greenbrier.
Good effort by our boys. Good effort.
It really was. Probably the best game that we've seen against a talented team like Lakeside.
Yeah.
Greenbrier falls by 15, 69-54. Matt, it's been fun up here in the booth with you. I'm going to go over the scores column, and then we'll kind of give some final thoughts and close the broadcast. Right. So for Lakeside, quickly, my goodness, who else? Tavon Johnson had 22 off the bench.
Off the bench. And 20 in 3 quarters.
That's right. He didn't score much in this fourth quarter at all.
He didn't play a whole lot. That's probably the first half of it, I think.
Sure. 15 for Poindexter, and then you go down. Tyree Glover had 7. Frederick White and Alvion Harris all had 6. Wyland Harris had 4. Jamison Craig added 2, and then Jordan Mills had 1 point at the free throw line for our Panthers. It was really good. Spread out the scoring a little bit. Barentine had 12. He led our Panthers in scoring. Reese Jones added 11. Bryce Webb had 10. Jacob Mathis had 8. Jace Dunlap had 6. Noah Hogan had 3. And then Robinson and Runzick both added a pair. as we wrap up the broadcast. Matt, just kind of your final thoughts.
I thought the effort was awesome. I thought they gave great effort. Short bench, you got 9 players playing against a very physical team, very deep team. I think they did as well as we could expect.
Sure. Well, and you mentioned it earlier, we were the better team for 3 quarters.
That's right.
We were.
That's right. We shot the ball well, especially early.
Sure.
And defended well, and then we really started attacking the basket. We just, we just wore down, and they were the more physical team.
They were. Despite the bad calls per se, throughout the game, it really came down to that late quarter defense and then hitting your free throws down the stretch. The depth, I think, caught up to us, like you're saying. Foul trouble as well as Jones was out. There's a lot of different factors. There was a key momentum swing there late in the third or early in the fourth quarter that might have, made it the difference. But
they had a tough time scoring down low early.
Sure.
And that started opening up for them late in the game.
And we talked about that.
Yeah.
You're not going to be able to shoot that well from 3 the whole game.
That's right.
They didn't. They did find other ways to score, but I think down low in the paint was where they were lacking.
Yeah, sure.
Might be the difference in the game. Well, that's going to do it for our broadcast. From our partner, Matt McJunkins and
Great
Sean
to be
Mathis from earlier, I'm JB Brazil saying so long from the Pav. Where tonight our Lady Panthers making history. They're 8-0 as they knocked off the Lakeside Lady Rams 54-34. But our Panthers, our boys team, lost, and they dropped to 2-4. Our next broadcast is Friday. I don't know if we'll be there. It'll be at BB. But so tune in for that broadcast, and we'll be back for the broadcast end. So stick around, and we'll see you on Friday.
Good night.